All right. Yo, 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 yo. Huh. All right, yo, here's what I'm thinking, boys. Today's gonna be a good day. All right. Let's see. What song do I even want to play, bro? All right. How about this? It's a classic. Yeah, what's up, guys? Hi, YouTube. Hi, everybody. Today we're gonna be doing some guide to solo queue games. We're gonna be chilling. Guys, I'm gonna send you guys a deathmatch server. It's a prac DM server. Connect up. Connect up to this. It's in the chat right now, in YouTube chat, in Twitch chat. We're trying to get back to our regularly scheduled programming after the major. Come play with me. We have no delay today, so you can already imagine the kind of day we're in for. So don't worry about it. It's good to see you guys. Hi, hello, everybody. It's good to see you. I'm going to pause the music so I can actually think for a minute. Actually, I don't even know if I need to do that. What do I have this set to? You guys hear the game? Yeah, you can. All right, perfect. Yeah, actually, we can just do this. I think this is fine. All right, so hi, guys. It's good to see everybody. Day off at the major today, so naturally we're gonna play some Counter-Strike. I mean, it only makes sense, doesn't it? At the end of the day, I changed a couple of my mic settings now that I've like actually had some time to chill. I like slept all day, and honestly, I feel great for doing that. It felt so good to finally just like rest. Does I read Twitch chat more? I read both, to be honest, so don't worry. Especially if I'm double streaming. But yeah, we're gonna try to find some people to queue with later. Maybe we'll switch to face it at, after we warm up. But we're gonna do some guide to solo queue. We actually haven't recorded an episode in a couple of weeks, which is expected because we've been doing major stuff. So that's not too much of a surprise. But yeah, it's good to finally be playing. I honestly just haven't even been playing. Like the most I've been doing is I hop on and I play some deathmatch, you know, and just try to keep my aim good. But to be honest, your boy's fallen off a tiny bit. I've noticed that the last couple of like pugs I tried to play, I haven't been hitting. So we gotta try to lock back in. Once this major's over and everything as well, like when we're gonna go back to pugging, like yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm not as bad as I say I am to you guys, but like honestly, it hasn't been good. How much for the gloves? I actually bought them in a terminal for 600, I think it was. Do you plan on a strat book with your team? Or how do you plan a strat book with your team? Well, I mean, you know, a lot of that just comes down to like agreement. You know, like the team that likes to run like certain things, like, oh hey, we like that strat. We saw a team run it. You know, let's do it. Oh, this team just ran this strat versus us. Let's add it. You know, and then you just kind of go into practice and you just do it, right? Day off from what? The major. There's no major today, so I don't have to wake up at a ridiculous time to go live, and I can actually stream at a normal time and play the game instead of, and, you know, and I love watching the major, but, you know, after it's been like 8 or 9 days now, like genuinely like ready to just play, bro. No Drellum. Is it a Sapphire? It's a Sapphire. It's a Sapphire. But yeah. So we'll do some guide to solo queue today. Hopefully we don't get any cheaters. Hopefully we're just kind of, you know, chilling, having a good time. Can you reduce the game volume? How about like this? Yeah, is that better? We're still managing our new audio setup. We got sent all of this stuff from Beacon. They actually gave me a complete, like, well, I got an entire new audio interface and a new mixer and everything, which is great. It's been a blessing, but there has been some kinks to iron out, which we haven't really got to iron out because we've been doing the watch party, so I haven't really got to, like, do any of, like, you know, we haven't got to do any of the, like, in-game stuff, so if stuff is loud, you just have to let me know. Like, is it still too loud? Is it still too loud? I can turn it down some more. But yeah. How do you deal with this? Wait. How do you deal with the situation? Wait. Also, you probably went through this before, but how do we deal with I was better than the situation? What do you mean? Like, specifically, like, you mean, oh, hey, like, I just fucked up, like, I should have did better, but I kind of, like, went down? Is that what you mean? Volume's perfect for me? Okay, what's up, Magic? Looking sharp? You don't gotta lie. I feel a little silly looking right now. I haven't done my hair and I shaved off the sides of my beard, so I'm looking extra fucking weird right now, but I don't care. We're just here playing Counter-Strike. I don't give a fuck. Like, if I look silly, whatever. I don't think I look good, so I'm only telling you that. Not for where I want to be. Like, I just need to, like, I don't know, man. I will figure it out. It's actually a little quiet now? Yeah, see, this is the problem. Okay, tell me about now. Did you sell the superconductors? No, I still have them. They're not gone. I have like 50 pairs of gloves right now, which is pretty funny. But I just like these ones. I bought the sapphire knife to match these as well. Cool. Cool. Getting in the match so you can practice against someone with bad ping? Go for it. It doesn't bother me. I tell everybody to come play in here. It's fun. Dude, hold on. My chat's a little annoying right now. It's hard for me to read it, so I gotta change it. Okay, we're good now. Should I play DM or headshot DM? It's up to you, man. Personally, I just prefer playing regular deathmatch, but headshot only deathmatch has its place, right? Hold on, let me see. Wait, where are the new glasses? I got 2 new pairs of glasses. These are actually blue light glasses, so they're also new as well. But I'm using these ones right now. Blue light glasses largely don't do anything for me, but they're more comfortable on my face, so we're wearing them. How are you feeling about stage 3 of the major coming up? I'm pretty excited for it, honestly. I think it's going to be some good CS, so I have to wake up really early. It starts in like 14 hours, which is kind of insane, but yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, holding eagle speaking was better, but I can't get the hang of it. Oh, I mean, you know, it's experience, man. Like, the more time that you play, the better that you'll get at managing that feeling and managing, like, you know, oh, I know what happened last time I did this, so I won't do it again, right? But yeah. Anyway, boys, so here's the problem. I haven't played a lot of Counter-Strike in the last week. I probably have like 10 hours in the past 2 weeks, and no joke. So we really got to lock in. Like, I have to warm up. We have to actually do an improvement stream. Like, I need to take the game like serious, and like we're gonna struggle a little bit, but that's okay. What the fuck? Maybe we won't actually. I don't know. We'll see. The last episode of Guide to Solo Queue was the opping video, so we're probably not gonna do that again. But maybe we'll do something related to that. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I always see you on TikTok looking good, bro. Whoa. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Good to have you here. Holy whiff. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. What's up, Athe? You got issues for cheating for the first time last night. You stoked about that? Yeah. Yeah, you'll have that. Congrats, man. It's always a good feeling. Although it happens, you know, people throw out the cheater allegations all the fucking time these days, so it does happen a lot. I'm surprised that's the first time. I'm not even saying this like backhandedly. I'm just surprised it's the first time. People call cheats for silly shit these days. Ugh. Where do I aim for the instant window smoke? I mean, there's a couple of different lineups, so... Oh, I was getting scuffed. Yo, holy shit. It's gonna be a rough one, dude. Happy to see you on. How's the day going? I have done fucking nothing today, which is exactly what I wanted to do. I got to get some rest, dude. I was laying there, and it felt good to just do nothing for the first time in like a week. Honestly, the first time in a while. So yeah, that was nice. And now I was, you know, honestly, I was like thinking to myself, like, you know, I don't want to stream, but I want to play. Well, actually, it's kind of both. Like, I kind of want to do a little bit of both. Yo, Loves, thank you for the gifted, by the way. I appreciate you, man. Like, I want to stream, but I also want to play. But I don't know how I'm feeling about doing both at the same time. But then I'm like, yeah, fuck it. It doesn't matter, bro. Like, it's just CS. Like, CS is like, you know, this doesn't have to be the greatest stream of all time today. We just gotta play the game and have some fun, you know what I mean? Can you teach us maybe an A play from Raj needed badly? Sure. We'll see what happens whenever we get into the game. It also just depends a lot on like what map we play and so on. Like if we have to like get, I want to get a map that we haven't played a lot of. I think that would be, what, like Ancient maybe? We haven't played a ton of like Anubis. We haven't played like, we played a lot of Dust to be fair. Maybe Overpass. Maybe we need more Nuke. I don't know. Let's see. What else? There's another map I feel like I always... Oh, Inferno. Yeah, we haven't played a lot of Inferno. That might be fun. Send me a message? Yeah, no, it's just my going live notification. It is clickbaitage. Why do you love DM more than headshot DM? I mean, dude, it's just more fun for me. I think people in headshot deathmatch, they don't really move like real. Like, okay, people. I mean, it's like I understand where people are coming from, but people in headshot deathmatch, this is literally how they move with an AK. Like, bro, like shut the like stop it, man. Like, people are trying to protect their head, like they're trying to live, and it's like just play, man. Or they do like this. Like they're trying to like move and burst and everything, right? Because you're only going for headshots, which is fine, but you're just giving yourself bad habits, and you're also playing against bad habits. Like nobody actually is gonna move like that, and so it's kind of like, I don't know, man. Me personally, I'm staying away from it. Silvercoin thinks Austin Pigs. Yeah. Amen. It's kind of true. It's really true. I mean, I've played my fair share of deathmatch everywhere, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro, it's not fun. Why is there no major today? Because stage 3 is about to start, and they want one day to kind of like regroup, because it's from here on out, they're just gonna send it. So, my first bullet's kind of disgusting right now. I don't know what's going on. This might be a super aimer day. I'm a little scared. That means my spray is probably gonna be so awful. Banana would be good. Yeah, I kind of want to do like CT Inferno. We didn't get to do that the other day, which we'll see. Or we didn't get to do that in the other episode. I also thought like it's almost time. I think we could do another like lower elo guide to solo queue one. Maybe that would be more fun. Maybe I'm actually just gonna be the GOAT today. I thought I was gonna suck. Maybe it's a face it day. If I end up being like actually in insane form, I am just gonna switch to face it. The reason I'm not playing face it today is because I was afraid that I was going to be terrible because I've taken so many days off, but if I end up just like not being rusty as I thought I would be, like fuck it, bro, we'll just go in there. I think you did do an Inferno vid if I'm remembering correct. Yeah, the thing is, like, we've done a video on every map now, but we haven't done a video like from every spot like I want to. So we still have some work to do, and we also need to do opping on other maps. Like we just did opping fundamentals on Mirage, but we didn't really do like opping on any other map. And like sometimes the games are a little out of control as well. I do want them to be a little bit more in control. I actually have a meeting with Faceit. Guys, I'm going to pitch this idea to you guys first in chat, and I want you to tell me what you think about this, okay? Okay, be honest with me, alright? Alright, so obviously, the series that I'm doing right now is heavily inspired by, kind of like Gotham Chess. We've talked about this many times, but one thing that Gotham Chess does on chess.com is he has special accounts where he can pretty much change whatever elo like he wants to play at for lessons, like when he teaches, right? So I have this idea for Faceit, which is like, what if they gave me an account that could switch to any elo, so that way I could make videos at every elo on Faceit, and we wouldn't have to worry about cheaters, and it would actually be kind of chill. The problem is that Faceit is so anti-smurf that I think a lot of people would actually fucking hate that. So, one thing we can do to kind of like counter that is, first of all, obviously I already have a proof of concept video, like I'm not going to ruin the game, but here's another thing. What they do on chess.com is, obviously Gotham Chess never loses to somebody in lower elo, because you just can't in chess. So what they do is, when he wins, they just don't take elo from the other player. Like the player that lost doesn't lose elo, and obviously his elo doesn't matter because he can just change it. And if they were to beat him, which, you know, sometimes he has like let people win, so that way like he can say like, and then you don't make this mistake, and then they win, right? And that happens, right? And when they win, they can keep the elo, and if they lose, then nothing bad happens, right? So my idea is like, I'm gonna pitch this to Faceit. They give me an account where I can record Guide to Solo Queue series and advocate for people to go towards like Faceit, which is just better matchmaking than Premiere. But obviously, whenever I play, we're gonna win. Like if I play like level 3, we're gonna probably win, right? So what do? We give the players on my team elo, and the other team doesn't lose elo. If we lose, which can still happen because it's CS, the other team gets elo, my team doesn't lose elo. And that's it. That's literally all you would do is you would just basically be kind of giving elo. I'm not going to play on that account. I'm going to play on that account like twice a week. Like you're not really breaking the system, and if anybody gets into a game with me, like you can learn. Like you're going to see like I'm going to play like more principled. However, My honest opinion on this is that a lot of people are gonna hate that. They're gonna think it's smurfing and there's no other like way around it, which, I mean, it's true, but it's not smurfing in the traditional sense, because the game wouldn't be getting ruined because I know how to just not like one tap everybody. Also, we're teaching, it's like a very like educational series. And obviously I'm not going to be trolling any of the games either. Like I'm not going to be like, I'm going to play to the level that I'm at. Like I think that that's kind of like a very good opportunity to like get some real low level examples where I'm on a special account, people don't know it's me, and everything is authentic. You get toxic teammates, you get noob teammates, you get smurfs, like, and how do we deal with that, right? Like I genuinely think it's like the best possible way to improve Guide to Solo Queue. I think it's the best way. It's the only way for this series to last forever. And I also think it's great for Face It. I think the content is insane. I think it's good for Face It because you have somebody on your platform who is telling people to go there and teaching them how to play the game. Obviously, that's, again, there's problems. So I'm gonna read some messages now from you guys and see what you guys think really quick. Yeah, of course, the Karu series. Yeah, we know about that. Hold on. This guy said, yes, that would be good. However, you wouldn't give their elo back. In chess, you'd only ruin a game for one person. In CS, you'd do it for 9. Yeah, so that's something that I'm concerned about, the idea of like ruining the game. But again, I think ruining the game is like, I think the proof of concept video does a lot. Like the first video I did where I used my little brother's account and played a game of Premiere, where I'm explaining my thought process, and then I say, like, there's a really good example. There could be a guy flank right now because of the timing. Let's check. And then I check if he's flank, he's there. I don't shoot him, and then I back up, right? And I calm that to my teammates. Where it's like, you know, you're not going to ruin the game. I'm not going to run around and just like one tap everybody. It's just going to be kind of like how you can teach people and how to think. But it's really hard, right? It's really hard to agree to that. It's really hard because there's a really big potential that I just straight up ruin a couple of people's like experience. Like they don't like, maybe they won't like it. Maybe they have me on their team and they hate that. Maybe they have me against them and they're like, I hate that. But I'm, again, not going to be like, I'm not going to be hard carrying any of these games. And I promise that. But yes, also chess is a lot faster. That's also true. That's also true. And it's really hard because I want the series to go forever. I think your teammates would be mad they're not getting elo. So again, the way that it works is that no elo is lost. No elo is lost, win or loss for either team. But whichever team wins does get elo, right? That way people don't feel bad if we win, like we're having like the Smurf on the team. And because, you know, they'll get their elo, whatever. And if they win against us, they don't like get nothing, right? So I think that there is a way to pull this off. It's just a win-win, and then the content gets made as well. I genuinely, like, this sounds like I'm being, like, selfish, like I want to do this for my content and everything, but that's not the case. It's just, I need a controlled environment, so that way I can teach, like, the Guide to Solo Queue principles on Face It, and it's, like, it's just easier. We can go up then. We can go, this is 400 elo, 600 elo, 800 elo, and we can literally just go up and up and up, and it's like, oh my god, like you can see exactly how you're meant to like progress, right? I think it's a great idea, but we'll see, right? I have a meeting with them on Friday to see if they would agree with it, you know. But you know, that's kind of where I'm at. That's not necessarily true, Roboti. You know, this guy in Twitch chat said there's no need to teach 600 elo players. They don't care. Or he said, I don't think they care. I don't think that's true. I think a lot of people that watch my series would actually kind of be proof against it. Like, I mean, the elos, you can want to improve in any elo, right? Like, I don't think that it's like for everybody. We're not really making it for everybody. It's not like this is something that I'm telling every single player to watch. But the people that want to learn and want to improve, we're giving them a place where they actually can get some information and see. But there's problems, right? There's problems. And there is like issues. Like, I mean, there's a lot of like realistic problems that we'd have to solve. And like, there's going to be some compromises. Like there is going to be some unfortunate things if this works, where it's like, yeah, like those 9 people probably aren't going to appreciate that, but maybe they will, right? Maybe they will appreciate it. Maybe we don't know, right? Like we can't really speak for this until we have like one example. And I really hope that even if Faceit says no, I hope that they give me one chance. Just one chance to just try it. Just what's the worst that happens? One chance. Just let me one chance to just see if it works. That's all I really need, because I know for a fact it will, and I know people are gonna love it. And I just, you know, like I just want to see it. We'll see. You want them to increase and decrease elo. They're barely being cheated, lazy and greedy. Okay, see, you're worried about stuff that doesn't bother me. Okay, like we're not talking about that right now. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm trying to talk about the series and how to improve and everything. Who cares about like the whole like whatever? Like they are banning cheaters. I watch Faceit Darwin go after everybody on the fucking platform all the time, bro. Like I see it. They do stuff. They do more than Valve does. They communicate with the community on shit. That's like all I can say, man. Anyway, yeah. What elo do you think most of your viewers are at? I don't actually know. I would say the average Austin Counter-Strike viewer is anywhere from like 10K to 20K Premier, which would be like level 6 on Faceit. I'd say that's average, right? Chat, Premier elos, Faceit elos, what do we got? Go ahead. Don't worry, you're not exposing yourself. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, that guy's level 3, what a noob. Hmm. 22K. 20K. 22. 22 level 8. 11K. 9K. Yeah, I think I'm right. Average looking about 10 to 20K. Not rated. Fair enough. 15K. 7K. Lamau. Don't say Lamau, bro. There's something wrong with that. 4K. 45 elo prem. Yeah. 4,500. Yeah, that's fair. 27K. $50. Holy fucking Giga Chad. $50 super chat, and he doesn't even say anything. Yo. He didn't even say anything, bro. Thank you for the fucking $50 super chat. What is that, bro? What the hell? Thank you, bro. What the? Yo, that's just a straight up like $50 dono, bro. What the hell? Bro, I appreciate that very much, man. Thank you. I appreciate. Yo, whoa, boys. What the fuck? He did another one. Yo, he's just dropping emotes in the fucking chat. Look at this guy. Two $50 bangers. Jacob. Thank you, bro. $100 in super chats, bro. Holy fucking W, bro. I appreciate you. Like, you have no idea, bro. You don't need to do all that, bro. Couldn't find the 99 version. That's okay, bro. You don't need to give me money, bro. The content's free. The content's free, bro. Don't do this shit, dude. It's okay. I appreciate you guys just for being here, okay? Like I said, obviously, I'm not going to turn it down, but you don't need to do this, bro. Like, just sit here, enjoy the stream, bro. Have fun. Like, that's all that matters, bro. But I appreciate that fucking love, man. Thank you for the $100 in super chats or whatever. Is it super chat? Don't know. Like, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, bro. Much fucking love, man. Genuinely. Yo. Now you're starting a whole goddamn trend, bro. What's going on over here, man? Fucking Mezabiz over here with the 10 gifted on Twitch as well. Dude, I'm gonna... yo, thank you, guys. You got the $100 dono from Jacob. We got the Mezabiz with the fucking 10 gifted. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you. Finger slip? Oh, okay. I understand. Thank you, guys. Thank you. You guys are crazy, man. You don't need to do this shit, bro. You do not need to do this shit. Yeah, thank you, man. It's okay, guys. I'm not gonna turn down the donos or the gifted. Like, fine. Technically, I do have donations disabled on Twitch right now, but you can't actually do it because I don't want you to. But I appreciate you guys. I can't turn it off on YouTube really. So, yo, Kane, thank you for the gifted as well. I appreciate that, man. You guys are too crazy, man. That's all I got. What did you do? Hold on, I saw. Yeah, what is this, bro? Look at this. Yo, dude, you started a fucking revolution. What is this, bro? $50 super chat from the Rimp. Yeah, thank you, bro. He's $50 and he said, bro, been watching your content for ages. You deserve it, brother. Nah, bro. So dude, we did the Austin lore yesterday. I appreciate what you're saying, bro, but like, I'm telling you this, man, like, I don't think I deserve anything. There's nothing that separates me from any other like random kid that just dropped out of college and played Counter-Strike in his mom's basement. Except for that I got lucky, bro. I don't like that word deserve. I appreciate it, bro. I'm glad that that people enjoy what I do, but I don't like that, bro. Because I don't know. I feel like I got lucky a lot of times, but I appreciate the love from all of you guys today. Like, genuinely, the gifted on Twitch, bro. The now $150. Hey, thank you as well, bro. $50 is a fucking lot of money, bro. You're just giving it, like, it will not be wasted. I promise you that, bro. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. And also, ADN with the $5 super chat. He said, we do it because you want to, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, I know. I understand, but thank you guys. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. I don't even know where to, like, see, that's the one thing that they don't teach you for as a streamer and like somebody that's in front of the camera is how do you accept money? I can't give it back. It's not like in person. Like, yo, this is fucking crazy. You see this guy, dude? Holy shit, dude. Hold on. Let me finish my point before I acknowledge what just happened. The problem is how do you accept money from somebody when you get sent money and you're just like, oh, dude, like, fuck, what am I supposed to say? Like, they don't teach you for this shit, bro. Like, they don't teach you how to deal with this, man. $200 super chat from Jacob. He said, screw these people. I'm Austin's biggest fan. Holy shit, man. You actually might be. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that fucking love, bro. Much love, man. 200, bro. You do not need to do that shit, bro. I appreciate it, though. Like, genuinely. Thank you, man. That's actually like crazy amounts of fucking yo. Thank you guys. I mean, and whoa, dude, we got gifted on Twitch as well. TGT money with the 10 gifted as well. Dude, 200, that's a fucking crazy amount, bro. What is this, man? What is this? Like, what is this, bro? I've never seen some shit like that before. $200 super chat. Also after the back-to-back 100s. What are you guys doing to me, bro? Jacob, I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you, bro. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, bro. You do. Thank you, bro. Ah, man. Okay, guys. Listen. I don't want to glaze over this. I see your super chat as well, Carter. I see both of them, actually. Yo, TGT, thank you for the 10 gifted on Twitch. Guys, we need to record Guide to Solo Queue. I appreciate you guys supporting me, but I really want to just record this. You don't have to give me money, bro. I mean it. Like, actually, like, you don't. I don't want this to sound like I'm just saying shit to say. Like, don't have to do that, bro. Please. Like, I want the content's free, bro. You don't have to do that, bro. Okay, I'm going to thank these super chats really quick, and then I'm going to lock in. Okay, it's time to do a Guide to Solo Queue. I appreciate you, Jacob. Like, actually, $300 is fucking crazy, bro. Fucking crazy. Having trouble with aim and pistol rounds, how to improve that skill? What tips do you have to make it simple? I'm great with straight rounds, but good for the second or third bullet kill. Pistol rounds, by the way, $20. You asked the same question twice. Carter, thank you, bro. I appreciate the $20. The thing about this is, like, with pistol rounds in particular, it's all coming down to just, like, first bullet. I don't know what currency that is, by the way. What is that? Does anyone know? It's all coming down to, like, first bullet accuracy, and a lot of the times, like, that can be very difficult to kind of hone in on. Historically, I've always said that I think pistols are kind of random. That's not, like, 100% true. Kind of, you could just say, like, I don't know. How do I explain, like, getting better at first bullet accuracy with pistols? I think being able to kind of, like, predict, like...
Shalom, brothers.
I actually don't know how to answer this question in a precise way, so I'm just going to explain it kind of messily during the intro to this Guide to Solo Queue series. What do you think? All right. How about that? Welcome to another episode of the Guide to Solo Queue series. In today's episode, we are on Overpass, and we got some teammates here. We're going to give a little bit more comms than usual. We haven't recorded in a while because we've been watching the Major. If you guys haven't been watching the Major, you should come watch it with us. But yeah, Guide to Solo Queue, T-side Overpass. This is my personal least favorite part on any map in the game. It's very difficult, but I want to show you some ways to make it a little more consistent with the rifle. And we have a super chat from the YouTube guy himself, Mr. Carter. He's asked me how to be better with first bullet accuracy with the pistols. And so I want to kind of talk a little bit about that in this pistol round. So one thing that we can do here is, again, we're going to kind of group up with our teammates. There's no pistol round strats, and that's pretty normal. But one thing we want to do is we want to make sure that our crosshair placement is pretty much where they have to be, and we want to make sure that we're not flicking too much. A lot of pistol round accuracy is actually going to be with your movement rather than with your crosshair. You'll see a lot of times that players will actually not move their crosshair that much, and instead they're just going to be strafing back and forth in order to try to compensate for people moving back and forth. Because people on pistol round tend to AD back and forth. And you see we get that kill, and I don't really move my crosshair that much once I see him directly, and that's because, again, you're able to just kind of keep your crosshair in one spot, and you're going to move your crosshair with your body, right? So AD, counter strafing back and forth. It's very common on pistol rounds. A lot of people are doing that, especially at the highest level. That's the easiest way I would explain to try to focus on, you know, hitting that first bullet. Very hard to be like a one-tap like savant with pistol rounds, especially since you don't get to control the distance of your fights a lot of the time. But You don't need to get 1 bullet headshots every single time. A lot of the times, especially with Glocks and USPs, you're going for the 2, 3, 4 bullets, like, you know, trying to just kill them before they kill you. Now that the Guide to Solo Queue economy video is out, you guys can actually kind of see a little bit of what we're buying here. Instead of just buying Armor AK, since it's overpass, we needed some more utility to try to get out of places. So I'm going to opt for the Galil. My teammate's rushing out Monster. He didn't tell me he was doing that, but we'll throw a flash that won't blind him. Again, we're just supporting our teammates. Something that a lot of people ask me is, how do I play around teammates that, you know, are kind of uncoordinated? And that's one of the ways you do it, is you see somebody making a play, and instead of telling him not to, you just help them out if you're able to. And we threw a flash that wouldn't blind him, and he was able to get the entry out of Monster. And here we are. Now we're planting the bomb on B site, and we have extra util. Now, some consideration for this round, if we want to keep our money up, is we don't necessarily need to throw a smoke and flash. Now, we could re-smoke heaven to make sure nobody dies, and that's going to be more valuable than my smoke. But in general, I think if we're able to save this utility here, we should, because every little bit counts, especially when we're getting down into like these really close rounds. If we have a round where we're 5 alive, that's going to be fantastic for our money. Now we've lost 2 people, and well, you can see that we already know that's not going to be good for us, but we might as well just go kill him at this point. There's really no reason for us to do this, but I suppose there's no reason not to at this point. Everybody else is dead, so we'll just take him out. A little bit of a messy anti-eco for us, but it doesn't matter. We see USPs, we see a scout. Does that mean that they bought? We don't necessarily know, but I'm going to assume that they probably didn't. The guy didn't have anything but a scout. He got 2 USP kills as well. Again, for keeping track of his money, he gets $300 for the 3 kills there. So he could maybe have another op, or he could have an op in the future. We just have to make sure that we're keeping track of who got the kills, right? So TJ Made It is the guy that we're looking for right now. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead and put an emphasis on controlling short B. We're going to start with the Molotov here, and I think that this is something that you need to know if you're going to be playing on Overpass. Like, you need to try to get into short here. Now, one thing we want to do is we want to pre-aim the boost. We also want to pre-aim the jump spot, because if they are coming up here, this is a very common play for people to do, is to look for people boosted up. Now, we actually did force a smoke in towards short. This is actually not a very strong play for them, because Monster is way easier to get out than short, and also, we're able to boost up on the sandbags and stay over. Now, we're just going to wait for the boost there. We spotted him jump spotting. Give it a little spam for somebody in connector. We're going to go down. We're going to get the comms. There's 1B, 1 con. We're going to let him know. Now, one thing that we have to be careful for is we got a little distracted by the guy on the boost, and that's okay. We didn't actually have a teammate in connector, and so because we didn't have a teammate in connector, he was able to come down and just completely destroy us, and that's okay. Now, that's the guy that was B, because we got the assist, so we would give the comm there that that's the B player, and now we know the last guy was Con, because he killed me. And you can see again, TJ Made It. He's the only one with a kill at the top of the leaderboard here, which means we know for sure that was him, and he killed me and Con, and then he went short. So we could predict where he's going to go based off of where, you know, we know he was before. He could have maybe flanked Monster. He could have went all the way back and he's flanking, or he comes up Con and he denies. And yes, he was Con, yeah. I already told them that he was Con. They just lost track of the comm. No big deal. We gave the info that we needed to. Yeah. And there we go. There you go. That's how we keep track of all of that. By the way, thank you for the $28 super chat. S.A. Quam Verde 7. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you guys for all the love. We have been recording the Guide to Solo Queue series live. If you guys are watching the actual video form, consider come watching the stream. We stream on YouTube and Twitch. True Dip, thank you for the Prime as well. All right, so another round here. We want to keep track of everything that's happening. Again, keeping track of all of the things that we've seen. We saw a person in Con. We saw the guy jump spotting. He wasn't going for a boost. He was jump spotting, and he wasn't doing it very well. So we might actually be able to get the kill on him jump spotting. Now, our teammates flashed us, but that's no big deal. So we can look for the jump spot again. He likes to jump spot here, so maybe we'll catch him. We have a teammate holding the Monster push, and we also see that our teammate is fighting short. We hear the CTs have actually flashed towards Monster, so we want to be very careful for the person that is going to be peeking for Monster here. We're going to check on the right side here. Now, our bomb is actually safe, so we don't need to commit here, and with the kill coming in towards A, and now we have the second kill, we see our teammate fighting. We're probably just going to want to speed up here, and we don't want to go too early, but we want to make sure that we are actually going with our teammates here. They're coming out Monster. Now they're out Monster, and we should be able to take some space, and we're really worried about somebody in Bridge, and we're also Pit. We're also worried about somebody in Pit. Now, even though we do go first, that's completely fine, and this is something that happens again. We do have to go first. The teammate behind us was waiting for us to go, and that is technically baiting, but I don't have a problem with that because obviously I know that somebody has to go first. Our teammates were out Monster. Somebody's just got to take the death so that way we can get the trade and win the round. I have no issues going first there, and we do the correct scaling. We're going to go up the bridge in order to see if they're in Pit. That's kind of like the idea. The trade comes in, we win the round. Now, again, we're keeping track of their money. We saw that they had some sort of guns last round. Again, I actually didn't really see. Somebody was shooting a scout in heaven at the end, and I died to an M4. So we'll do the same round. We're going to molly towards short. And again, we're just going to do some of the same things. Now, after this round, we're going to switch over towards A, because in the last overpass video, we did mostly B stuff. So this is all typically going to be the same. We're going to look for the boost. We note on the radar, we actually don't have anyone in con, so we need to make sure that we're careful for that. We have to be careful. If they broke the connector door, they didn't. And so, oh, there's somebody in con. And there you go. Yeah, I was greeting for my kill. I should have just actually held the angle. That's actually a mistake from me. I don't need to overextend to help my teammate. Normally at the higher elos, they will break the door and that'll be a silent fight. So I will be more likely to just stay posted on that. But again, trying to help my teammate greeting for some kills, it gets me punished. It actually loses us the fight, and actually we lose the exchange. And that's actually a little bit of a mistake there. And that's okay, though, that these kinds of things are going to happen. Just every time you do something wrong, you shouldn't tilt. Like, should I blame my teammate there? Could I? I could maybe blame my teammate. Could I blame, you know, the other guy for just doing something stupid, in quotes? I could. Or I could say, yeah, I just made a mistake there. And then we move on. We know how to fix it in the future. And that's kind of another thing that you have to think about whenever something goes wrong, right? And even, by the way, a lot of people say, like, you know, watching the series is like, how do you know when you make a mistake and, like, how to fix the mistake? You might be wrong. You absolutely might be wrong when you come up with a solution, but that doesn't matter. That's part of the improvement. If my solution is wrong, then the next time I try that solution and it doesn't work, then I just do it again. Oh, well, neither of these strategies works, so let's try something different again, right? And that's kind of the way that you go down, and that's why it takes so many hours to get good at CS, is because there's so many unique situations, right? And that's another thing. Here we have first round that we've lost. We did have that two alive round that's hurt my money pretty bad. So I suppose we'll just go for the B rush. We could ask for for a gun. Maybe we should, but can you drop me a Mac 10? I'll get some nades. I just want to make sure that we get the util we need. They want to rush B. I don't have the best one. Typically, by the way, whenever you ask for a drop, you should just name the person that you want to get the drop from. That way we don't drop extra guns in spawn. Another small mistake from me, but here we go. We want to make sure we go with our teammates. There's no need to stay in the back. We're going to throw the left right-click flash over, and then we're going to play to smoke the molly. It's not here. Now we're going to come up, and we're just going to scale with our teammates, right? There's one in pit. We're going to get the kill. Now we die to the HE, and that's okay. Teammates have taken out space. We have a guy lurking in connector. We know there's nobody short. Round's gone a little bit awry here, but, you know, some small improvements to be made on the B rush. Maybe we want to molly barrels. Maybe we want to smoke mid-site. Maybe we want to smoke instant heaven. We tried to do that. It actually missed, but I think that was okay for put together B rush. The flashes did a decent job, but, you know, whenever you're playing faster, these are kind of the things that you do. Is like things are going very quickly. It's hard to have everything in your control, and it's unlike defaulting. Unlike defaulting, where you can kind of pick up on tendencies, whenever you rush, it just comes down to, did the util blind the player on the site? Did it? Yes. Okay, then you win. Did it not? Then maybe you have a hard shot, right? And that's going to be, it's going to be kind of difficult, right? So that's something that I stay away from rushes as much as I can, especially when you're trying to call like games that you've already been picking up on tendencies from. But again, this is just players' preference at the end of the day. Maybe you want to go for something, you catch them off. Maybe you don't. Now, in this instance, we are against, we're on an eco. We're 3-5, so not having the best game. And I think that there might be some sort of a chance for a long gap. Now, one thing that I have noticed is that they're starting 3 towards B every single round, and that could mean that there's a potential long gap. Now, I have the bomb, so maybe I don't want to get caught here. I want to wait for my teammates to get up in towards connector. Now, we have kind of baited them, but we didn't get spotted, so maybe there's a chance here that we are able to get a kill. Now, 1v4 situation, we know there was 3B. There's one in connector already, and this is going to be a tough kill for me. We heard the door open as well. We're getting all those sound cues at the same time. The door opened as the guy's shooting me. Probably another guy on A side as well rotated up after he threw the monster flashes. You're kind of piecing it together just off everything that you see. We got one kill in the rush. It didn't end up working out. No big deal. So, again, like I told you, we did a B-oriented video last time. I think B is one of the easiest places to control how the game is going. But I actually want to switch this time, and I want to go towards A, because I think A is actually a very difficult place, and it's based off of timings. And we're going to try my best to try to explain how this can go. And we're going to start the round by coming up here. Now, we could throw the molly, we could throw a smoke. Let's just not do that to overcomplicate it. We want to make sure that we get in towards playground, and one thing that we're really going to be looking for is a party push. Now, if somebody pushes party, we're going to catch them at this off angle, and at a certain timing, we can make sure that nobody's pushing up long. Now, nobody's pushing up long, but there's a flash. We are hidden behind the wall. We're completely safe. Our teammates are making a little bit of noise. Now, we could go to clear long, but the one thing is they actually, if our teammate's offering to flash, yeah, go for it. Now, we're going to use this flash to just clear close. You can actually check close rock here without being exposed to the boost. There's one at the tree without being exposed to the boost. Oh my god. One more rock. I saw it all happen, and I actually just got stun locked for the first time in the series. I saw the setup they were running, and I just couldn't even speak what I was thinking. Anyway, so it doesn't matter. You can use the flash in order to check just this rock. If you can actually see here how the wall is lined up, you can check without being exposed to somebody that's on the flower pot. And that's something not a lot of people know about Overpass. We use the flash to check, and then maybe we get a second flash in order to check the deeper angle. But we saw the whole setup. I thought maybe he was alone because he was looking towards long bathroom, so I was going to creep up on him. But I saw his teammate, and then I got spotted, and then I got stuck at the rock, and it was a very awkward situation. So sometimes those things happen. Maybe if I wasn't yapping so much, I would have been able to ask for another flash from my teammate, but this is the trade-off that we get for making the series. Now, our money is not very good, but a bomb plant doesn't hurt. We do have some chances here to go for a quick play in connector. I actually might call one of my favorite plays. You can steal this one if you want. Yo, can we rush con? I'll smoke front bath and flash you up. This is my favorite one to do. It's like con to A. If they say nothing, it doesn't matter. If they don't, it doesn't matter. But the idea... Yeah, like just go con up to A. I'll flash you up. I'm gonna smoke front bath and then just flash for you guys. So the way we would do this is hopefully everybody goes. We're gonna go ahead and crouch, throw the smoke here. That's front bathrooms. Then we're gonna come up here and we're just gonna be ready to flash. Now we're gonna be looking at the radar a lot for this round, and because we're slow, we want to make sure that we're in a safe spot to throw these flashes because our teammates need our help. Now our teammates are coming up con. We're gonna flash up for them, and there you go. There's the flashes. The entire play is looking pretty nice, and we have some pace moving in towards A here. We're gonna be very careful, especially with the front bathroom smoke. A lot of the time, the rifler will be floating around this area, so to avoid getting timinged, a lot of the time we're going to want to float in this area just to make sure that there's nobody coming up from long. We do hear people running though. Pretty unlikely that they're here, but our teammates don't need our help yet. Now I'm more worried about connector than anything, but I did hear 2 people coming up, so maybe this is something that we can worry about is just the flank. But with our teammates getting killed, they don't need to overextend too much. We don't need that map control. The bomb is planted for bathrooms, so we can feel tempted to maybe go up and help our teammates, but there's actually no need to do that. We can just completely chill. And now, again, we just played the 1v1. It does look like we baited our teammates, but I need to listen a little bit here. We're going to look. See, he's off. Jump spot. Go for the spam. See, he's off. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we peek. And there you go. And that's exactly how you win that. That's why whenever you're playing post plants on Overpass, you really don't want to play all the way up. There's no benefit to us playing up there. Actually, that's where they have the advantage. Even if they have a smoke to put on the bomb, it's still a very advantageous post plant for us to be playing in towards divider. So don't be lured to go help your teammates there. You can win any 1v2, any clutch there. You're going to be completely fine. I dropped M4 if you want. If this guy has AK armor, maybe we don't want him to have that. We want him to have more nades. Maybe I trolled everybody. This guy doesn't want util. That's no big deal. We got 6-7 right now on the scoreboard, which is no big deal. We're going to go towards A again. We're going to start with a flash. Kind of aggressive CTs pushing up. That flash does blind somebody close. Now, we want to make sure that we don't miss any steps, so I'm actually going to smoke off front bathrooms here. Now, we could end up smoking or mollying divider. Maybe we should. Here, a flash towards long. I can actually offer a flashing long for you. We're going to molly towards divider as well. The reason is especially when we're playing against pistols, we don't want any shenanigans here. We get both kills on the divider players, and we know this guy was con. We just want to make sure that we're fighting with our teammates. Both are long. We don't actually need to greed for these kills. We know that they're here, and we can just completely shut down the rotate. Our teammate needs to go down con. We're going to hold the line for him here. We don't need to get these kills. The kills will come to us. It can be exciting. We're on for an ace, but at the end of the day, the only way we lose the round is if we die, so make sure that there's nobody here. Nobody's flanking. Maybe they're coming up from party. That doesn't really matter. Our teammates have heaven, so we're just going to check for this. One's coming back, and again, by not looking for the kills, we've ended up finding them without having to worry too much. Now, this guy knows that I was divider, so if he was long bath, chances are he's going to come this way, and he should be either coming from front sight or divider. He's on A, and there you go. Again, we get the kills. He was going to save that gun regardless, and we're completely fine.
He's going
right?
long.
And that's typically how you want to like treat those rounds, especially when you know you're playing against a low guy. You don't want to worry too much about like doing everything perfect. We did see our smoke got blocked, by the way, and that could have been indicative of a stack. Where there was 2 people divider, this smoke did get blocked. Like he did block the smoke, and then they got trapped in front of my divider molly. That's kind of why we want to do that. So normally we would end up with this, and then if we have teammates coming up con, people that are trapped in divider here are either in front of the molly or they get flashed off by the angle. It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe a higher level concept, maybe above what guide to solo queue is, but that's typically what you want to do. It's just some random guy. That's not true actually, but in case anyone's curious, for a little guide to solo queue, Austin CS lore, I'm a big fan of Suicide Boys, so a lot of the time in the background you got the Suicide Boys vinyls, and a lot of my profile pictures are going to be Suicide Boys related. In case you guys didn't know that about me. Anyway, so here we go. We got another round. We're having success towards A, so we're going to start with a flash again. We did blind somebody off last round. Now, one thing we could be worried about is a long push, but I actually want to show you a cool jump spot you can do. See if anybody's in towards party. We did spot one guy out, and so we're going to try to handle him. Maybe I didn't see a guy. The guy calmed it. I really thought I was right. He could be up close. That's something we have to worry about. Maybe he's behind the planter. Molly comes from Divider. We don't want to get too distracted. Somebody could be coming from long. Let's just check it. So we'll throw a flash over for ourselves again. We're just going to check this close angle first, and then now we get ready for the boost, and that's exactly where he is. Again, we're going to isolate this. We're going to try to go with our teammate. Peeking up. We don't want to get caught in the open here for a flash, potentially. We're just creeping up on him. He does get his teammate to come help him, so that's also a bit of a concern. We don't need to worry too much about this, I don't think. He flashes him off. Now, I think reloading here, this is kind of a weird 3v3, but I think we just group up with our teammate. Chances are this guy doesn't feel like he can actually run away, so he's still close. But we can just avoid him and just be very mindful of his push. There is a player push through B, which means we should just go down con. We should just go down con. He's still close long. Yeah, let's just go.
He's lit. He's right there.
And because he pushed through monster, we know it's very likely that there's both on A. So we're just going to rotate in here. There's nobody here. I guarantee that. We're just going to smoke this, and we're going to take control of everything. Molly deep pit. We're going to actually go look for the flank. We're completely safe here. I'm really worried about Khan.
Graffiti?
Yeah. He was graffiti. Wow, he made it down already. Caught me off guard. I was really concerned about, like, this guy flank. He pushed through monster. There, he's back. I was going to go hold for that guy first. Guy stuck long is kind of where I'm expecting him to be. I'm expecting his teammate to be here. I suppose that it does make sense for him to be past the molly already. I don't know. We got unlucky there. We kind of read this. We're really safe. We were really safe if everything was what I thought it was, but I was wrong. I also think he could have walked through the heaven smoke there. There's also a chance of that happening. I didn't actually see 100%, but yeah, I mean, I think we're in a pretty good spot going into the last round of the half. 6 rounds on T-side overpass is very, very comfortable. We could ask for a drop from our teammate here. We probably should, but he's going to opt, so actually we don't get one. Now, we do need our utility for overpass, but actually there's a strat that I really like to do that I think I'm going to share with you guys today. With one of the better spawns, you can actually just run up long. It's a pretty big oversight for the CTs is to, well, I mean, depending on what elo you're at, people just don't play long, or they have a guy that's there every single round. Lower elos have a really bad habit of a permanent long player. We're just going to go see what's happening. We're going to assume, oh, there is a guy at the rock, but we just challenge him right away. We don't actually need to go by ourselves. We got the opening, so we can just back up and regroup with our teammates. Our teammate did get spammed through the monster smoke, which means they might rotate one back. Teammate fighting Divider. This is a little silly. We're kind of just yo-yoing, but we did kill the long guy. We'll go ahead and reload even though it burns a mag. Not a big deal at all. Let's just drop down with our teammate and maybe go up con if that's something we want to do later. Just grouping up with our teammates. I think in any situation, this is always going to be the best play on the board. We don't want to be away from them for too long. Now, our teammate did make noise jumping out of connector, but that's completely okay. We got spotted on the jump spot, so that's not okay. Now they probably know we're coming B. Our teammate's already out monster, and we're really far away. This is getting kind of silly. I have no utility because I didn't buy any, so, you know, give and take. We're going to try to peek off of our teammates here. Nade does come from pit, so we have some information. We're going to try to bait our teammates a little bit, because coming from short is really hard. Careful pit. Chances are this guy is pit, and he is. Now, he's got to make sure that we don't give up our fight here. I'm blind. Good team play from the other team, to be fair. I'm in blinded again. Could peek from pit at any point, so we need to try to just get the bomb down. Bridge is also a big concern. We keep holding the angle. We don't need to overextend here at all. We could fight, we could swing, but Heaven's probably posted on us. Can we peek graffiti together? 3, 2, 1. We do peek together. Now this guy's either Heaven, he's Heaven. Peek on me, peek on me. So now I'm gonna hold the angle. Just peek when I shoot. Damn. That's unfortunate. Classic Counter-Strike moment. Doesn't matter. Nice. That guy ended up backing up after I shot. Tried to play with my teammate, but ended up he played it really well. The guy in Heaven played it really well, but we still ended up winning the round just using his sound. He's low time, so he has to run around. No big deal. And we end up winning the clutch. Bro thinks he's nothing. Believe it or not, I actually talked to Jordan about the series, and he's watched it a couple of times. He said he's a pretty big fan of it, and he likes what we're doing. Not trying to impersonate anybody, just an inspiration. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Anyway, Azul, thank you for the prime as well. And we got a $15 super chat from Boy Axe. Yes, he said, very impressive. Thank you for the knowledge you share and your passion for helping others get better. That's what the series is all about. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for the love, bro. Appreciate the $15. We are back on pistol round. The guy asked earlier about pistol round, so we're just gonna do the 80-80 thing. We don't want to make sure we do instant headshot. We hear one in connector, so we want to back up. Yeah, con rush. We're just gonna want to maybe going short. Careful. We're just gonna get the kill. We're gonna back up. They could be up long. Kind of worried about them maybe walking out bathrooms. There's a timer on this. I think we can just play Shadow, one more divider. We can just back up now. We have an advantage. There he is, bathrooms, just like I was worried about. Trying to fight with our teammate here. Maybe I don't want to give up the advantage until my teammates are close. And once my teammate starts shooting, then I can peek him. Because he can't fight both of us at the same time. No need for me to take first contact. They know I was here, so if I peek, that's just silly. I'm giving a 1v1. Just practicing good fundamentals. Want to make sure maybe we go for jump spot, one close left. Now we have info. One more Soleil. Maybe our teammates can cheat or rotate up, potentially, maybe not. Again, we're just going to peek off of our teammate here as soon as he shoots. We're just going to peek, and he's going to shoot any second now. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1. There it is. We get one kill, and we're just going to try to live for our teammates here. We don't actually need to die. He's stuck. We don't need to die. Just trying to bait. Our teammate's going to peek. We're going to peek with him. Here it comes, and there it is. There you go. And that's how you can bait your teammates effectively as well. Like, that's not even a bad baiting. That is exactly how you're supposed to play. That's how pros would play as well, where you're letting your teammate take aggro after you've already showed yourself, because the T's are very uncomfortable. They know where you are, so if you peek, you're just going to die. And in that instance, we are able to get a bunch of kills on people that aren't looking at us, and it makes our round so much easier. And also, we're playing very good fundamentals, right? Good fundamentals, knowing that we're not actually giving away our life. The way that they claw back into that round is if we do end up giving a 1v1 and end up dying, right? If we die doing something like that, then that is not good. Now, we're going to go ahead and drop off the playground util, maybe an HE over towards anyone towards fountains. They won't be happy. We hear a flash in towards short. We actually hear them rushing connector. Maybe they're going short. I can't tell because I was talking. There's this guy talking all the time to me. We're going to be careful. We're worried about bathrooms. We can't see that. There's a really big chance we get popped on playing at that angle. So we're just going to do the best thing to do at A, which is just jump spot. This is really strong. We have a flash that we can use. Kind of what I want to do and kind of like teach you guys is like how do we play the situation? One thing we would do is we have only a flash. What's our plan? We're jumping with it in our hand. What's our plan if we see somebody? Do we have a plan? We should have a plan. Okay, maybe I want to flash off the truck and peek, right? Maybe that's something. One's here. Maybe I just want to peek him. Now maybe I throw the flash I was just talking about. And let's see. We blinded him, and we ended up dying. Yeah, see? It's not a good plan, right? all three. And again, what we did on pistol round is what we should be doing on this round. But, yo, what's in my throat? But it doesn't work in this round, right? It doesn't feel good when we die for the example, but, you know, again, fundamentally speaking, we should have just did exactly what we did on pistol round in case you're curious. But as another teaching point, we want to always have a plan. Maybe our plan should have been once we spot somebody, we back up, right? Or maybe our plan could have been once we see somebody, we throw the flash, and then we back up, try to distract them. We should never be peeking there. Again, just like on pistol round, they know I'm there, so they're going to all be looking at me. I got completely destroyed, and we're not even playing like the craziest elos. Those, like, a lot of people are going to punish you for doing that. So, again, we'll drop off the playground nades here. We just want to make sure that we don't give up anything. They have a tendency to go into con, so I think in general I want to stay away from connector. We do have the ability to back all the way up. With the front bathroom smoke, or wait, are we through the fountain smoke? We can play a little bit more safe, I suppose. One is top con. I don't really want to give up this fight. I actually really am uncomfortable standing here. One's top con. One thing I really like about this area of the map in general is this angle. We're able to stay in towards front bathrooms and get one tap. That happens sometimes. But anyway, we're able to stay in towards front bathrooms, and what we can do is we can actually maybe timing people. They can walk in towards divider. Maybe we catch them off guard. Maybe they walk up and they completely like miss this angle, especially with a front bathroom smoke up. This is something that is completely safe. A lot of the times what people do is they play this angle with an op because it's a, you know, again, a very like a line that you can hold, and that's typically what we want to do. Like we talked about in the last episode of Guide to Solo Queue, you want to hold lines. You want to make sure that you're playing like really passive angles that has a chance to fall back. As a rifler, maybe this isn't a good place to play if we want to be like perfect about fundamentals. Maybe we want to be in a spot where we're safe and we have fall off options. So probably not the best place to play, but nonetheless, learning experience. Nice try from our teammate there with the FAMAS.
Sure.
Anyway, so he did a lot of good economic damage. We should just buy here. If he drops pistols, I think that's fine. Yeah, we could do a fountain stack. So maybe I'll take the round here and call it. Yeah, you can walk up. I'll just flash fountain for you guys. We could save. It's not good. After watching the economy video, I'm sure most of you guys know this by now. This isn't good. But if he's dropping the flashes, I'll take them. Save a little bit more money for myself. We should be buying here, but no big deal. We'll save and we'll have a chance. I have flashes. Just tell me when. This is a flash I like to throw for this. Okay. They went before it anyway. Where'd the other flash go?
And
They're gonna be.
Right here. I can flash you guys if you guys want to flank together.
Yeah.
I want to get into a spot where I can throw this flash. Maybe I want to flash monster. This is kind of scuffed. I got owned. That guy's hitting some crazy shots now. Try to flash monster for them. Maybe it works. Yeah, got the flash assist. Anyway. Revive Trout, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate you. Alright, so money is not in a great situation here. Now, we do have good money, but I suppose the rest of the team probably should have forced because this is the problem. You're playing Overpass. It's a very utility-centric map. You need to have good nades to stop them from rushing up, and it's going to hurt us in the long run, but we do have enough to buy the essentials for A. We have a smoke, we have a molly, and this time I think what we're going to do is we're just going to throw the smoke. Actually, no, let's switch it up. Let's just throw the molly. Something that I want them to think about is, like, could I be pushing one round towards A? Because otherwise they'll skip steps. So we're going to throw the molly only, and then we're going to flash. We want them to think that we could be pushing, but also this allows us to save our smoke for later in the round. And I actually have a plan for this. Like, if they end up coming A later, we can smoke divider, we can smoke on the front of site. We have options, right? Now, we know that they are very thorough about checking bathrooms. So what we could do with our teammate playing as aggressive as he is, we could just play back and make sure that if anybody does catch a timing in towards front bathrooms, he has a way to get away safely. We have a teammate that's completely through monster. So what we're going to do is, again, like I was saying before, we want to make a plan. What are we going to do if we see somebody? We're going to throw a smoke in off of this wall that's going to give us some room to work with. And it does let them get closer, but it also makes it a lot easier for us to defend the site. So we see somebody, we don't need to throw the smoke yet. One divider with up. We give the comm to our teammates, and now we just got to play very, very safe. We don't want to give up any kills. Maybe we hold for front bathrooms. Our teammate's there. He's going to maybe get off. We can just jump spot long now. Again, we do end up getting shot at. I didn't realize. Now, we can drop the defensive smoke now. With 55 seconds, I think this is probably a decent time, especially with the nades coming through. So, smoke is up. Now we're going to try to fight with our teammates where we can. This is kind of a tight spot for us to be in, but again, we're going to try to use our teammate as a distraction if we can. He's in a very aggressive spot, so smoke is good. We hear them coming down con. Maybe we dissuaded them of coming A, and now since we've played more passive, we're already in towards heaven. Our rotator needs to be very careful because they could end up still being like lurking front bathrooms, especially without the bomb being spotted. But yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. Blue's playing really smart, still jump spotting, making sure that there's no chance that we give up that timing, and now we're in a really strong spot in upper heaven. I think that's typically how we should be playing. We want to play very reserved. That smoke helps us. Let's just imagine that it actually was the reason that they didn't come A. That's one of the biggest things that you can do with like saving a utility, right? And that smoke is super uncomfortable. It lands right here, and let's say we have a teammate truck. If somebody tries to run through, then they have a really good angle. If somebody tries to plant, we can deny that really easily. And again, that is also something that is just really good. And maybe we can do that again. We did slow them down pretty significantly with the just a molly and the flash because that was different. Again, sometimes sometimes some things we can do are we can do something that's not normal just to throw them off. We don't want them to get comfortable just like, well, Austin's always throwing these nades, but he's not actually using them, so we can just go through the smoke. I don't want them to ever feel comfortable enough to do that, because then what's the point of throwing my nades, right? So this time we'll go back to throwing the smoke, we'll throw the molly, and this time we're actually going to... Our teammate throws a smoke, so we can't do what I wanted to do, but maybe we could have just went through. We're going to play in connector. Our teammates aren't nading the door, so it's actually very bad for us. If the door was naded, we'd be able to help here. Now we're going to make sure we're very careful in towards connector. We want to make sure there's nobody lurking con. And we're going to open the door here. I'm looking for anyone in towards short. We do get the kill. We're going to drop the... Oh, we're going to drop the nade on the plant. And we're just going to come up. And we're going to try to deny the plant when it comes through. And there we go. Easy enough. The nade did enough damage and we're good. So again, that's why we should be nading the door. It's going to help us out a lot when we're trying to help with that A rush, especially if we're in connector. But no big deal. Teammates don't know to do it. I'm not upset about it. It just makes it a little more awkward when we're trying to actually flank because we have to make the sound cue. Right? So again, this game didn't start off that well, but just by playing more fundamental CS, we are at the top of the leaderboard. We haven't done anything. I don't think I've hit any insane shots. I think I've been playing pretty poor mechanically, but it's all about the decisions that we're making in the game, right? We don't want to do anything too silly. Now we can do the plan that we were going to do last time. We throw the util, we come through, and now we're in front of the smoke. We actually do see somebody jumping right through, but they come through together as they should. One more A with bomb. and we give the comms. So we got our kill. It didn't end up working out, but yeah, they had a good plan for how to deal with that. They jumped through, they split the ways. I can't look at both, and they get the kill. But what could happen is somebody could maybe sneak through while the rest of their teammates are running Fountain, or not Fountain, Playground, and that could give us an entry, and then we can get away. And that's an option, right? Just an aggressive pick. Now, in the next round, even if we don't win this round, if they see the smoke, they might be a little more afraid of it, right? Because they know that I played it this time. Maybe they break the smoke. Maybe they waste more nades, waste more time trying to get through it. That's kind of the implication of doing stuff like that. And now my teammates even throwing that smoke, the defensive smoke that I just did. So by, again, using good utility, my teammates adopted it on the fly, and that helped them out a lot, right? Teammates dropping a nade on short. This is all super good. Nade did a lot of damage.
I got your monster.
Anyway, so yeah, a lot of the thing is with like Overpass is like it's such a big map, and one of the key things that I talk about a lot is why I don't like the map, but also it is something that you do need to know is this part of the map. This is going to be really obvious what I'm about to say, but you know, a lot of people don't realize this. This part of the map is not the bomb site. Actually, it's not even close to the bomb site. Some would argue that it's almost as far away as you could possibly be from either bomb site. Now, a lot of people, when they play CT side, are very obsessed with playing in these spots every round. Don't do that. You'll fall into a trap of being very useless in a lot of rounds. For example, if I play up aggressive long in one of these rounds and they just walk up connector, I'm not going to help my team in any way, right? So I think it's okay to play these rounds, play these positions when it makes sense, right? If you have a teammate, if you have a flank, but if you're playing these spots every single round, this is going to really hurt your CT side. The reason why the map is CT sided is because the site is where you spawn and the rotates are very fast. If you're super far away from the rotations, then you're not making it easier for yourself. You're making it harder for yourself. And that's why it can be kind of bad. We'll drop this flash over for our teammates because it is a B rush. We get the flash assist. Only 2 people, but they did throw some utility. We don't really need to do anything. Maybe they're just going to fizzle out and this game is over, but we'll get here just in time. We'll drop the nade on Monster, and our teammate's actually going to get into a really interesting spot, but we're just going to hold for the headshot angle here. This is, again, we just don't need to do anything. He doesn't know if I'm pit or not, and just being very casual about this, we get the kill. We don't need to go hunting. We play very passive, and we're good to go. Thank you guys. And that's Overpass, right? Like, we kind of let the game come to us. GG's, man. We kind of let the game come to us, and that's really good. Now, I'm going to explain this a little bit more because I think some people really don't like this. When I explain this, like, a lot of bad habits, I hinted at it earlier, is that people play towards long, and you actually don't need to do this. Like, a lot of lower elo players, and I love you guys, but when I tell you this, never do this again, as this is a learning experience for you guys. Genuinely, don't do this. I see a lot of people start their games where they think they call, I will play long, and they start the round, and they come up here, and they drop like a smoke like this. I want you to think about this, okay? Remember what I just said on the map. Look at how big the map is, right? This smoke doesn't really do anything, right? And defending long doesn't really do anything, because at the end of the day, you going long, it's not an essential thing that you need to go towards A. In fact, most people don't even go long on T side because it's a very long range. It's very open. The CTs, if they're there, they typically just win. So they just avoid it and they go here. Right? And a lot of the newer players, they will end up doing this thing where they do that and then they sit behind the rock or they sit behind the tree, and this is how they play Overpass. But you're not in a good position if you do this, right? You're not in a good position. You're super far away to rotate, and if they plant the bomb, you can't even deny. You have to do so much work to try to get back to the site, and this is such a long choke point as well. This doesn't help. Like Ren said in chat, long is not a position. So you don't really, you don't need to come here every round. It's something you can do occasionally. It can be good. The setup that they ran against us was strong. It caught me off guard. That's a setup that you can run every now and then, but don't start the round by playing here. I've seen so many different things. I see people come up and start with a molly. This is not an area that we're worried about. Most of the time, people are going to be throwing utility like this, and this utility is actually useful because it stops people from going fountain, it stops them from going party, and then it stops them from going long as well. This is the kind of stuff that we really are throwing on Overpass that will help with long later in the game. And typically, you don't play long as a position because you can end up long in any part of the round. Like, let's say I start the round like I was starting. I come here, and then I back up, I can go long now. Or I come here and I go all the way back to site and I jump spot for a little bit, I spot somebody, and then I go, you know what, I'm just going to walk up long. This is very common how this is how the pros play, right? Like they do these kinds of things. They walk up late, you know, they play close. They have their teammate flash long for them late, especially if the T's are like trying to do an exec or something. This is something we see a ton of at higher level overpass. And so my point is that when you're playing overpass, don't make the map harder on yourself. These positions you do not need to fight and die in. You help every now and then, but it's not that important, right? Like that's why we threw this utility. We only used it once or twice, right? We used it once, twice, easy peasy. And also connector. Connector is a lot more important. I have a personal bad habit, so I'll tell you this as your teacher. I hate connector as a player, so I don't go into connector, but it's important to go in here sometimes as the A player because, especially if your teammates are knitting the door, we always can threaten fighting in towards short at any point like we saw in that B rush, and we also can always threaten peeking in towards connector with our teammates' flash. Now, it's very essential that you get a teammate to break the door open so they can throw this flash for you. Right, so we can peek in towards connector. But these are the kind of things that you can do if connector door is broken. If it's not broken, you're kind of just trapped because your teammates can't help you from the back, so you're going to be cycling between this and this is not good for you. So if your teammates aren't breaking connector door and you have a rifle, just stay away from connector. You'll probably die more times than you'll get kills. It's not a good spot. Also, if you do get a kill in connector and they're running A, you'll just end up getting mollied, and now you're a B player and your A player is in some serious trouble, right? We're way safer playing the game farther back like this, where we can keep the game in our control. We see somebody, we drop a smoke in front of us, right? Or we see somebody and maybe we throw this flash like I was talking about. Like these kinds of things are very, very strong for us because it's in our control. When we're in connector, it's in the other team's control. We have to win a duel and then we have a plan, right? That's the problem. In this instance, we don't even have to win a duel for our plan to work. And that's kind of the consistency that I want you guys to have, especially when you're playing Overpass, but really every single map. So with that being said, that'll conclude this episode of the Guide to Solo Queue series. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, share with your homies, and also come to the stream sometime because we record these live. Shout out to everybody who's in chat today, by the way. I appreciate you guys very much. And yeah, I'm out of here. Bye-bye and much love. Fuck! That was a crazy episode, man. I feel like I was going 900 miles an hour. Oh my god. I feel like I missed so much, man. Jacko, I saw at the beginning of the game. You put the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Loves as well. Thank you for the shekels. Carter, hopefully I answered your question. I think I hope that answered your question in the YouTube chat with the super chats. Fucking Jacob, thank you for the $300 as well, bro. I still can't believe you dropped that on me, bro. That's insane. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, and that's kind of the thing, right? Where, you know, because you guys are watching live now instead of on the video, you guys can actually ask questions about the shit that happens. Logan, I don't edit these. Yeah, this is true. Logan actually doesn't edit it. Logan's hands off with the Guide to Solo Queue series. I actually do it all by myself. Another $5 super chat from Carter. He says, awesome, man. I love that util for Fountain. Can you show me some more utility? I usually play bathrooms. And you answer my question. Great. Amazing. Yeah, I can show you some utility for bathrooms. The Fountain utility that we're doing is we're just getting in front of this thing really loose lined up. It doesn't really matter if you're there. And we're going to look for the bottom right of this pipe here. And then we're just going to running middle click jump throw when the right of our screen crosses the fountain, or not the fountain. Oh my god, my brain is cooked now. The bench, right? It's for a fountain. And this is going to land very consistently right here. And this allows you to pressure. You know, maybe you want to go aggressively like we did. We throw the flash, we're looking for somebody coming through, or if we don't see anyone, maybe we creep up and we're holding like this angle, something that could happen. A lot of pros, actually, they have a setup where they do this, where the opera will hold this angle and the rifle will hold like this, and somebody will be holding connector. That's a pretty fun setup that you could even incorporate with that smoke. And then after you throw the smoke, you throw the molly, and the molly is, we're just going to line up with the height of this, and we're trying to throw it in between this chimney and this building. And we're going to let go when we cross the second divider, right? So it would look a little something like this. Now, if I miss it, I'm sorry, because I have YouTuber nade syndrome, where every time I try to show a lineup, I mess it up. But yeah, that's how it's going to work. Welcome to GOAT. Thank you for the, what is it called on YouTube? Thank you for the membership, Pyro. I appreciate that. But yeah, there you go. Got you, Carter. All right. All right, let's take some questions, boys, about the game. Let's start with relative to Overpass, about the game that we just watched, and the game that we just played, and then we can switch to other stuff. show the op angle from heaven to connector, please? I absolutely can show you that. So there's an angle that not a lot of people know about that pros are playing, which is, I just made a short about this, or maybe I didn't actually. I was supposed to. I don't remember if I recorded it or not. Logan would know. But this is one of the angles that a lot of people can play. They jump up on the railing with connector nated. You can actually see in towards connector here. Now, I will admit this isn't actually that great because if they walk up on the side here, you can't see them. But you can actually see their shadow, so you can still get information on whether or not people are going in towards upper con or not. Now, there's a boost that people are using at the major, so if you can convince a teammate to boost you after you nade the door, you can have your teammate jump off of the edge like this. Nope, not like that, sorry. Like this, and you can get on his head, and when you're on his head, you can actually, hold on, I don't know how to showcase this in a way that makes sense. Yeah, it's about like this. You can see about like this in towards connector, and this is a really strong boost. I don't have a bot that I can place, so this is what we're looking for. Those are the two op angles from heaven that people are using. Can you explain the util for helping your short player from con while holding the con push? Yeah, I mean, you mean from B or from in connector? Because there's some different things that we can throw. Isn't that risky as hell? I mean, not really, right? If they rush B, what we would do is we would just drop and then we would throw a smoke for ourselves, like you see all the pros throw, like, right? And then we would just play the round out. We'd be fine. Anyway, so yeah, from in con, yeah, the nades. Yeah, I mean, like, if they don't nade the door, you should nade it for yourself, even though that tells them you're here. It doesn't really matter. In terms of nades that you can use to help your team, there's not a ton, admittedly, right? There's not a lot, right? But there are some. The first one is, like, obviously we can threaten this, like throwing this smoke, especially in lower elos, even higher elos. When you throw the smoke, if there's somebody in connector, a lot of times they don't say they can peek connector. They always miss that comm, especially in North America. So with this smoke up, a lot of times you might actually catch people in short that don't know that that's possible, right? They don't know that the smoke is up. And if there's nobody in con, you actually can just kill them. It doesn't need to be a good smoke. It doesn't need to be like super deep or anything. But yeah, this smoke is one of the biggest ones. Now, like flashes, yeah, you could take them or leave them, right? Like, you know, dropping a nade into a short pipe, especially if you think that like somebody is like edging the smoke, like let's say it's a little higher level, but like your team threw this molly, they smoked it, and he's like on this side edging it like this. If that's something that you're worried about, you know, dropping the nade on him, you know, that is an option. Like, that is an option. Also, this doubles as a flash lineup if your teammate walks up short and wants to peek. Typically, that's about the extent of what I think is useful. I don't think anything else is really, like, the most useful thing. There are, like this molly as well for, like, this close corner. I messed it up because I don't actually know the lineup. You can find a lineup for yourself, but like if you needed to retake in towards B and you knew like somebody was there, you know, maybe we throw this as like a molly lineup to get like this area, but I don't know the lineup for this right now. All right, let's get another one. What are some good flashes to throw from B site to support an A push? Yeah, there's a couple, right? So like if they're on A site and you're rotating from monster, you can actually flash above jump up. This is where the dumpster is. These flashes are very strong, and a lot of times this is going to be really good at helping your teammates get through a smoke to retake. If you've noticed in the major, especially teams like Foot, they're throwing these kinds of flashes for retake, and those flashes land very similar to those, right? Because a lot of people are playing this close angle, or this angle for truck, or this angle for dice, or this angle. These are all angles that get blinded, and this angle doesn't get blinded, but I mean, it's not a very common angle, and also if somebody's there, everybody else is blind, so your teammate will just trade you right away. Get the kill and then trade. So those flashes are pretty good, but if you want to help with other ones, like maybe you want to flash divider, there's lineups all over the place for this, but like, you know, maybe your teammate's like here. Just an example situation. We smoked off divider and I'm playing here, and then the divider smoke is gone and I hear them dropping nades. Then, you know, I mean, I flash divider. You know, you can just flash over like this. There's actually a set lineup that people use, but I don't know it. And I'm not actually a fraud, but these are really niche ones. But if I had to guess, it's just something that lands a little bit more up. You just don't want it to get spotted by the people in divider, right? So like maybe it's like something like this. You know, something very basic like this would work. And also, last one that you can use is like if somebody is in connector. I'm lost, I got blinded. If somebody's fighting like this, like my least favorite fight in the world, what we could do is maybe like we flash for them above connector, right? So like let me give you an example round that could happen, right? Let's say you're the B player and you nade the condor and you go for the spam, and your teammate from A is in connector and he goes, yo, can you flash con, right? And so you drop off the flash for him, right? This flash does the thing. It blinds connector. He peeks. He gets the kill. They're coming up A. They smoke bathroom. They molly divider, right? So like now he's got the kill already. You already got one flash assist, and he says, "Yo, I need help." Flash above con, right? You can see the building. It's right here. Right? You just drop the flash above con, all from the same spot, and he can pop up, and just like that, he has an entire round where you're helping him. These are like, this is a very common thing right here. This is like high level, like level 10 faces stuff. This is the kind of stuff that we're looking at, right? Okay, thank you for the $2 super chat, Jay. Is there any aim trainers you swear by? I personally don't use any aim trainers. I actually had a conversation with Elige on stream one time where he said his whole aim routine. That video is on my Clips channel still. You can go watch what Elige has to say. Personally, I don't use any aim trainer except for in-game stuff. I think that's typically, aimbots, deathmatch. I prefer practicing my mechanics in-game rather than practicing them in a different thing and then having to compensate for recoil and how the game moves and RNG bullet bloom, like those kinds of things. I'd rather just practice inside the game because there's a bunch of ways to do it, right? And you also don't have to pay for any specific aim trainer. But some pros will say you need to do aim trainers. This helps. Personally, I'm not necessarily the best aimer that you're ever going to meet, but I still think I'm pretty serviceable just from the way that I've done things. And I still hit nice shots just from doing everything that I've done. So, it's personal preference. I prefer to just practice in game. That's how I would do it. Austin, why do you change your view model mid-match? So I've answered this a few times, but I'll explain it. We didn't do it while I was on YouTube before. So the main reason is this. In the beginning, I wanted to switch to this view model. And then I noticed that when I was playing on this view model, some of my lineups that I had where I would use my grenade pin, I couldn't actually use them because my view model was wrong. So I would switch to the view model that I had before so I could line up the nade and then I could throw it. But then I started to realize that I was switching between these so much that I just didn't even know which one I liked the most, because I liked this one, but then I also didn't like this one as much, but then I liked this one, but then I liked this one. So I just made a bind to switch them, and then it became kind of like a little bit of a tick that I do for no real reason. And so a lot of people ask why I do this. The answer is I don't know. There's no benefit. In the beginning, it started because I need this view model to do lineups. I still use this view model to do some lineups, but now I just switch all the time for fun, basically. Admitted to viewbotting. What? Oh no, it caught me. I can be at 5 a.m. to stream the major? God willing. You have an auto exec? I do not. I don't even have an auto exec. View model changes lineups. So I'll show you with the exact lineup that started it, and then I'll explain it. We play the next gamers over for the solo queue series today. I need to recharge a little bit. My brain was going a million miles an hour, so we might play another one, but I'm starting to wind down a little bit from that. Maybe we'll do one more. Not 100% sure. So this lineup right here, I believe it's this one. Let me just double check. Yeah. So if you'll note, I'm going to use my cursor. I think this is lined up right. Okay. So if you'll note where my grenade pin is right here, how it's lined up on this leaf, this is where I need to aim to throw the house smoke for a specific strat that I used to have when I was IGLing on Notorious earlier this year. And I need to have it next to this flower. Like this flower, it needs to be next to this one specifically, right? The problem is, when I switch my view model, so I'll aim in the same spot. When I switch my view model, right, look at where my grenade goes, right? So now the problem is, either I have to learn a different lineup for this view model, or I can go back to this one with a bind, and then I can throw the smoke, right? And that's typically, just going to be easier for me in most situations. Some people just don't switch to view models, but I do. How do you have binds without auto exec? You don't need, you can just bind it in the console. Just anything you want to bind in console, you just do. Hopefully that answers the question. Feel bad. I bet you have to answer a lot of the same questions over and over. Brother, I'm a teacher of Counter-Strike. I signed up for this like I think something that I think about a lot of is like, teachers who teach like elementary schoolers or like teach, whatever, college, like they spend their entire teaching career just teaching the same topic and answering the same questions and walking people through thought processes so that the people that they're teaching get like these like revelations and they can also share it and learn it. And that's the best part. That's the best part. And for me, I think I don't really mind answering the same questions because in general, like I said, the biggest thing for me is like I just want to make sure that everybody who has questions has a person that they can ask that can give them an actual answer, because a lot of misinformation is spread, especially in CS. Like, dude, people still think, like genuinely still believe that you make noise to the other team when you swap weapons. They genuinely think that makes noise. Like some people still think that. Like that's like some like low level elo like rumor that people still genuinely believe. And it's like, these kinds of things just spread. Like somebody tells you something in passing and then it's like, yo, I heard this. Oh, really? I don't know if that's true or not. And it's like so on and so forth. I think part of what I want to do with like the Guide to Solo Queue series, but my entire YouTube channel's history really is just like, I just want people to learn the game and enjoy the game, right? Do you remember if you face the bomb explosion, you take less damage rumor? Yeah, that's not true. People believe that though, right? Apparently people thought that the click on the Beretta's inspect makes noise. It's because the reason that happens is because like it shows up on the radar as making noise, but I'm pretty sure it's not audible. What's up, Mecca? See, he said, wait, I thought that was real. Facing the bomb does less damage. Nope. Jumping doesn't make damage. Facing the bomb, turning away from the bomb, nothing makes any difference. Your position on the map is how much damage you're going to take. That's it. Molotov also does that? Does what? That's why we talk about these things? Yeah. It's true. Oh, and if you have armor or not, that's true. Jumping does work if it's planted below you. I don't think that's true because you still die on silo on nuke. Like you die on the roof on nuke. I don't think that anything can save you from that. Another thing that people think is CT mollies do less damage. That's not true. People just think that because if you run through a molly on T side, you're going to go down to 52. And if you run through a molly on CT side, you're going to go down to 63. So people think, oh, well, CT mollies just do less damage. No, they don't do less damage, but they're not as big. So you're not getting ticked for as long, right? They don't do less damage. They do the same damage. If I stand in this molly, I'm going to die the same speed as if I was in a regular molly. The fire does the same damage, but they're smaller, so you're not running through it as long, so you don't take as much damage from that. Like, for that reason, right? Is it myth-busting Mondays? Yeah, true. It's actually what it feels like. I want to make a video like that one time, Logan. Do you think taking a pause from CS2 is good if the game becomes frustrating for you? Yes, you should. Don't play when you're not feeling it. Like, if you're, like, genuinely, like, punching your desk and, like, mentally, like, giving up the second that you lose pistol round, stuff like that, bro, take a break, bro. It's not going to get better if you're already at that headspace. Like, don't hurt yourself. I mean, like, genuinely, like, don't hit your desk, don't break your mice, bro. Like, that, don't do that, bro. Like, take a break and reset. Testing 10 different myths in CS2 would go hard. Yeah, I would love to do that, but it's been done so many times. Is your pick'em straight cooked or what? Let's not talk about that. Video about common misconceptions. That would be fun. Maybe that's a different spin that we can put on it. What about crouching? Does it affect radius? No. Easy shorts farm? Yeah, but like, bro, it's content that's been made before. I don't want to make content because like that because then people are just going to be like, Hey bro, Nade King made that video already. Oh, ran out of ideas, did we? Oh dude, I saw this video 10 years ago when somebody else did it. Anomaly made that video. Bro, like, shut up, man. Like, I would rather just avoid those comments. Running out of ideas, are we? Like, Jesus. That's what I'm worried about the most, so. That's typically, what we're just gonna avoid. Doesn't mean we won't have some overlapping ideas, but like, you know. Alright, let's play some more deathmatch. Chat, if you guys want to play some deathmatch with me, I'm going to give you guys the IP in the comments of whichever chat you're on. Come play deathmatch with me. Let's warm up a little bit more. Maybe we'll do one more. Mr. Logan, if it's not too much work for you, could you grab that solo queue? Actually, I guess you can't do it till I end stream, right? So don't even worry about it. I'll get it. Big Austin. How do we get better at clutching? Why is it Big Austin? What the fuck? What did I do, man? Freshest ever? Yeah, maybe. By the way, you guys didn't tell me what you think about me with no side beard. Like, this is all gone. You guys didn't tell me what you think. You never told me anything. You guys just pretended that it was normal. Does it really not make it that much of a difference if it's there or not? Because to me, I look like a fucking... I look not very good, in my opinion. And I don't like it. Really, I don't. Looks good. You guys like that? Yeah, bro, that's insane. Maybe, I don't know. Like I was saying yesterday, maybe I'm just used to it more than everybody else, so... it's why it looks like super silly, but I don't know, man. I don't like it. Much better now. Yeah. It's a change. Yeah, maybe. I'm used to seeing myself the other way. You know if your muscles tense differently when you face bots versus real players? No, I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. Oh. Kind of playing like the GOAT today. Beards. Yeah, well, my beard's not very completed, so there's also that. Not a very good feeling. By the way, oops, yeah, if you guys want to play DM with me, you can type exclamation point DM and get in here. I also did put the IP in chat if anybody's interested. How to get better at clutching? It's experience, you know. I think trying to like walk through clutches and like where we're at with them. It's really hard to do that, to be honest. Like it's really like I can do it for you, but like a lot of clutching comes down to like getting information and like hearing. Maybe it'd be better to do it like in post. I can kind of talk through clutches that I've won in the past and how I won them. But I think that doesn't really help because it doesn't talk with like the thought process. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if an opportunity comes up, I'll help you. Where do I put the IP? In the console. So if you don't have the console enabled, you can enable it in settings. It's one of the first settings, enable developer console. But it's the button under escape. You open up this console and just put the IP in like this. Think Falcons have a chance of winning the major? I mean, they have a chance for sure, but I mean, do I think they're going to? No. We'll see though, I guess. I mean, I have Falcons as my 3-0, I suppose. Like, there's a world, right? But I don't know. I guess we're going to have to see. By the way, for everybody that's on YouTube chat, I want to say thank you guys for coming out to the stream. Like, we've been streaming on Twitch every single day for the major. I don't have permission to stream on YouTube for that, and that's just how it's just the rules. It's just the rules. We don't get to do that. But we have been streaming every day on Twitch. So if you guys want to watch the major, which is a big Pro CS tournament, the biggest every single year, would happily love to share that experience with you as well. You make a reaction as a short? Oh, what, the big NRG game? Yeah, there's a short of it. It's on Twitter only, though. Whoa. I don't know if a defensive smoke is good or just plain bad. I think almost all defensive smokes are good unless it actively, like, hurts you in some way. There is really no bad defensive smoke, unless, I mean, okay, there is. How do I explain this? I guess I could kind of walk you through it, but it's kind of like you're looking for at least one, if not many, of what I'm about to say. Okay, the smoke gives you a way to escape from the main line of fire, right? Or it lets you play around it and get a kill and fall back to regroup with your teammates. Or it stops you from getting mollied if you're playing a really common spot, and it gives you a chance to peek with the smoke, or sorry, with the flash from your teammate and like pop off, right? So like if you're playing like triple, for example, maybe that's a good defensive smoke, so you can get a flash and peek. Or it kind of prevents the CTs from feeling, or sorry, the Ts from coming through a certain spot comfortably, right? That's kind of like the biggest thing, right? Those are all of the things that you want with your defensive smokes. Sometimes they can do all, sometimes they only do one. If your smoke doesn't do any of that, then it's probably not good, right? That's typically the easiest way to think about it. Kind of want to play some Face It today, but I don't have delay on, so I'm a little worried about that. Yo, change true. The point is because you can still have fun. There's a lot of places like, okay, if you're at a point where like you're not enjoying the game because of all the time you're putting in, you feel like it's being ruined by like cheaters and stuff, bro, play on a team, man. That's what, dude, Counter-Strike is a team game for me, bro. Like, I don't like playing by myself. Like, solo queuing is something I've really never done until like the Guide to Solo Queue series. Like, I've always played with friends, or I play like in a team, like full stop 5v5 practicing against other teams playing League. Like, that's where like the majority of people are gonna have their fun, and you don't have to go pro when you're doing that. Like, the majority of people that do that are just playing like ESEA Open, and they're just playing with their team for fun, right? It's a different way of enjoying the game, playing 5v5 where the entire environment is controlled. That's what I think. What's the key to improving crosshair placement? Oh, just like envisioning like the map a little bit. I think with more reps, you'll kind of understand like where to have your crosshair. I think one thing that would help me a lot is like okay, we just saw this guy. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so we know like where bottom connector is. Like we're just gonna guess. It's like right here. Okay, we were really close, right? So we'll correct it. Okay, we just saw that guy, so we're gonna guess where he was and we're gonna peek into him, right? And eventually, it gets to a point where, like, you're going to be able to do that everywhere on every spot of the map, always, right? So, like, there's a guy chair. Nope. There's a guy valley. There's a guy close left. Okay, there's a guy up a TV room. We put our crosshair there, so we don't even have to worry about it, like, as we're peeking, right? This guy's here. We get the kill, right? Okay, let's try it here. Okay, now we're going to try here. He's up here, right? We don't know that. Window, like common pre-aim spots. Like, you just have to imagine like how tall the person is and like what angle you're peeking, right? And you get really good at doing this where like, what is this angle? I mean, maybe if I'm new, I don't know, and I check. Okay, that's wrong. Okay, let's fix it. Better, right? And now we're practicing. What's the headshot angle here? Here. I see this guy. There you go. Right? And that's kind of like walk around the map and kind of like practicing that. Deathmatch is a great place to practice crosshair placement. Also, a lot of crosshair placement comes down to knowing your reaction time. Like, I know if this guy peeks me, that's how long it would take me to react, right? From this left side. This is how long it would take me to react to instantly headshot this guy, right? So, well, I don't get to demonstrate anything in deathmatch, I swear. Right? Like, I know my reaction time, and like you can learn yours as well. Like, you can know like if I put my crosshair like here, like let's say I put it here, that's how long it takes without me moving my crosshair to react to that kill, right? And that can really help you with holding angles. Like, there's a pretty big like misconception of how holding angles works, and it's like you don't get to hold an angle unless you have your crosshair in the right spot, right? Like, it's always going to come down to this. Like, this is how, like, you need to have like your reaction time down to a T. Like, how long does it take for me to react and then get the kill? Like, you don't get to hold like this. Like, okay, let's say like crosshair placement wise, like I'm holding like this. Look, I'm holding like this. I'm not killing anyone, bro, because then after he peeks, I have to move my crosshair and then hope that I hit him. In the meantime, this guy peeking me is just gonna rip my head off like that. Like, that's how easy the fight is for the peeker. But for me, I have to do so much more, right? So that's kind of what you're thinking of. Like, if you're holding angles like this, don't do that. Holding too wide, you're dead, right? You have to know how your reaction time is. That helps with the crosshair placement a lot, right? Like, this is how long it would take for me. And then again, like, we know somebody's here, so we're just going to peek them, like, where we expect their head to be, like, where we expect them to be standing, right? And then going through all of these angles again, like, you know, just practicing, like, crosshair placement, like, if we had, like, an actual, like, full-stop practice map, I could help you a lot more. But in deathmatch, we get shot from a lot of places, but, you know, just, like, knowing the angles, like, practice on Mirage, if it's, like, your most played map, or Dust 2, and just, like, know where people are going to be standing, and, like, so on and so forth. Right? Your 2 was so funny. Thank you. I tried my best. I thought it was funny. He just randomized. Ugh. Anyway, Crosshair, like, in general, like, one thing that I've explained a couple of times on stream, but I'll do it again happily, is, like, when you watch pro players play, like, they aim like I'm aiming. Like, they aim like this. Like, the difference between, like, pros hitting, like, a crazy flick and you hitting a crazy flick is, like, you play to hit the flick. Like, at the beginning, you think that that's what makes you good, right? Like, you come out with, like, the M4 or something, and you're, like, you're not aiming anywhere. You're not aiming anywhere, and you just, like, when you see somebody, then you flick. Then I flick. I'm looking. Where are they? Spotted. Got the kill. I'm so good. Where are they? Spotted. Got the kill. Oh, look at that. My crosshair. Where is it at? Don't know. I hit the flick. That's not how pros play, bro. Flicks are not what dictates if you're good or not at the game. Like, if you're watching, like, m0NESY, and you see m0NESY hit a crazy flick and he shakes his mouse after, and you're like, holy shit, that was sick. That's because m0NESY he has to flick because the pro he's playing against is not standing in a traditional spot. Like, or something like that happens, right? That's different. You're not playing that game. You're playing a very different game where it's like, guy, common angle. Is he there? No. Okay, guy, common angle. Is he there? Yes. Do we kill him? No. Then we worry about the flick afterwards. We only do the flick if we have to. We want to try to, like, minimize our mouse movements. Like, you should be more impressed if you're able to consistently hit the small flicks. Like, oh, this guy, I'm holding the angle and I flicked a little bit to the right and killed him. I flicked a little bit to the left. Those are the more consistent ways that you should be playing the game, right? Like, you don't have to hit, like, these crazy flicks all the time to be good, right? It's a little pet peeve of mine where it's like, you know, you watch, like, a clip somebody will send you and they're like, yo, they're like, Austin, what do you think about this clip that I just hit? And it's just them walking out like this, and then they hit a flick shot and they're like, oh, and then, oh, and you're like, dude, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, yeah, nice shots, but also, like, that's not how you use that gun. Like, that's not how you're supposed to use that gun, bro. Like, you're supposed to, like, peek and you're positioning yourself, holding angles, you're looking, you're only hitting flicks if you have to. It's a very much like a I'm holding the line, so on and so forth. I hit the flicks when I need to, right? You see how we're doing this? Like, this is how you would op in a real game as well. Like, that's a very low-key flick, right? Those are not the fancy ones, right? Yeah, the micro adjustments are what makes the game. And you get really good at doing micro adjustments the more that you practice your crosshair placement, right? Like, even while I'm peeking this angle, like, I know, like, how fast I would react if he's there, right? That's typically, like, what we're going to be doing, right? I'm trying to, like, exaggerate it a little bit for you guys, but, like, you know, we know, like, if somebody peeks me at any point, like, how long it would take for me to react. Right? Anyway. Enough for that. Server's reserved for a game lobby. It's full! Yeah, the server's full. Alright, enough yap. We're done with questions for the time being. Let's go play another game. Good advice for the rookies, but I play like Molodoi. Yeah. Alright. Logan's on his rank up game. I'm on my rank up game. Let's see if we can't get 30k again. Nord asked, you generally counter strafe with W or wait, sorry, do you counter strafe W with S or do you stop slide strafe? I think if you're ever having to counter strafe with S, you're probably doing something wrong. Like, if you're ever in a spot where you're, like, moving and somebody catches you off so bad with your gun out, if you have your gun out holding straight W, you're probably doing something wrong. That's what I think. I think you wanna be trying to do, like, A and D strafes very consistently. That's what I'm looking for personally when I'm playing. Let's ban overpass because we just played it. I'll explain what I mean when we can move around. What if I'm walking out Palace and the CT swings? There's some examples, right? That's why I didn't say always. But typically you're doing something wrong, right? But also if you're walking, your counter strafe is a lot easier than if you're running, right? You're like, we shouldn't be planning to counter strafe with S. Like, I think that's probably not good. I don't really care. I don't want to play Ancient. Okay, we'll play Ancient. Sure.
Let's roll.
So like here, like if I'm running, holding W, and somebody peeks me and I have to counter strafe with S, mistake. If I genuinely think somebody can peek me, I'm going to be doing stuff like this to try to minimize how much input I have to put into something. Like in that example, that would be silly. But like here, like I'm counter strafing. I get close when I need to, and then I'm counter strafing. Right? I get close when I need to, and then I'm just going to go AD. Like I don't want to be in a situation where I have to press W. If you're walking, that's going to happen sometimes. Somebody might walk into you. And when that happens,
What's up, guys?
then, you know, it's a different
Yep.
story. And counter strafe is a lot easier then. You just tap S and you're fine. What's up? Pistol round. Guide to solo queue, more low key this episode. If we do end up making one, I'm not going to talk at a million miles an hour. Let's just play the game. This is maybe just a live stream only episode. Here I'm thinking we probably don't want to just straight up rush B. We have no nades. Yeah, we'll just do it. I'll human flashbang because I'm the GOAT. Ugh, speaking from long. Kind of scuffed. Ugh. There you go. Okay. We could take the duels. Why not?
City. One more.
Slammed. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Actually owned, dude. So much for no flicking. I mean, there's a place for it, right? I didn't expect a third guy to be hiding in the cubby. There's a place for it. What's our volume? 0.8. Should be good. We have duels. Could maybe potentially not invest super heavily in this. Maybe I should just get utility. I have best mid spawn. Our teammates do double insta house. We're playing with higher level teammates, so maybe I just want to come out here and avoid the nade stack. Spamming from house is always a good sign. That means that nobody's through, because if they were through, they would have the info. Now we can just take donut. I'm a little worried about this peek from the backside here. Nobody's home. Now we'll come up and we're going to hold this line like I'm out there. Oh, that's not good. Bombs dropped. Just going to hold temple. Just going to continue holding temple. I don't want to get too distracted here.
Yeah, 2B.
Still going to continue holding temple. I don't want to get distracted. I think this is probably good. Make us the kill. Still haven't cleared temple. It's a big oversight. One's red. We our teammate's donut.
CT.
Now he has it. Now we killed the mid guy. Last guy CT for sure. Just take the fight here. Maybe we shouldn't. It's a little troll.
Could be double.
Yeah, he probably is. I'm just gonna peek off of blue. There we go. Yeah, I think no. I don't think we're gonna make this one solo queue, unless it's like you guys prefer the more low key episodes like this. This is a live stream only. Kind of just talking what I'm thinking. Should I play Face It or Premiere? Be honest, just play Face It, bro. We actually have a spawn for instant cave. If our teammate's gonna smoke instant house, maybe this makes sense. So let's do it. It looks like we threw 3 instant house smokes, but we didn't. So we threw our extra smoke. We bought a flash. Now we're gonna come up here. I don't have a molly for the smoke for that, but we don't need it.
Elbow.
We just walk through.
Oh, behind.
Yo! How did I not see him, dude? Okay, last guy's a D player for sure. There you go. Yo, our teammates are actually owning right now. This is great. Here we go. So we actually got the instant cave smoke again. So one thing about instant smokes that a lot of people don't think about is that, like, if you're in spawn, you throw an insta, you can buy an extra nade. And obviously, most people are going to be like, oh, I knew that already. Yeah, you knew it, but, like, make sure you're doing it. That extra nade could really be something special on T side, especially if it's a flash or a break for a smoke. So we threw the instant cave smoke. We'll make sure we buy our molly going into the next round. Come up again. Maybe we molly ramp. We know they're on a weird buy. We don't want to get pushed. This guy did end up pushing the smoke last time, so maybe we shouldn't have done this because our
They
teammates
done it.
are in a weird spot now.
Down.
I actually
long.
know a really cool spam for that spot that he's standing in, so let's just
They
try
did.
it. Didn't work out. Still worried
One
about
was
cave a
red.
little bit. Only 7 bullets is a little scary. Cave one. Just gonna hold short for my teammate here. Yeah.
Last color.
Yeesh. He's in on that.
It's playing it for you.
All good. That's real simple, bro. The guy was already short. It's a little unlucky that he was already past that. I couldn't stop both of them at the same time. Yeah, maybe this cave smoke isn't as useful if we're coming out mid because he could just walk through and I can't see both sides. So somebody's getting timinged most likely. Probably stay away from that going into this round. We have the best spawn for cave here. I bought an op. They mollied banana last round. So I could go for the op pick. Probably it's okay. 98 on that guy as well. Unlucky. Our teammates are handling mid fine. I don't really want to tell them to change anything, I suppose. We're just going to come up here. What we're going to do is, like, again, we don't want to lose our timing. Normally we would have a teammate throw the smoke, but it doesn't really matter. So we come up. Oh, actually, we're going to cancel. We don't have anyone in mid, and I heard them jump up mid. I can flash for you guys. You ready? Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. I'm flashing over the smoke right now.
Flash.
Yeah, boom. We need to get through with our teammate, man.
Cave one, cave.
We're a little isolated now.
Cave, close.
Yep. I have the line. 2 cave. I'm gonna avoid the spam. That smoke's really bad for us.
Oh yeah, cave.
2 cave. He's taking. Last guy cave. Peek on me.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah, so again, like, we went for the starting play, but we saw that it was actually bad. If I would have went for that pick, I would have died to mid almost 100% guaranteed, so I just canceled it. We wasted our smoke, and it ended up being kind of sus, but it ended up working out. Even though, like, it was, like, our plan got canceled, we still just, like, we can say, fuck it. I'd rather just not throw the round doing what I said I was, like, I didn't tell them I was going to do it, to be fair, so, like, what I told you guys I was going to do. No need to die there, right? Start off with the molly here again. The teammate wants to maybe fight. Maybe I can hold for a jump up. Our teammate's got it actually.
Jump up.
Oh, maybe I just trolled my teammate, I guess. I didn't know he was going to go up and fight. Our teammate's actually not out mid. I thought he was. It's okay.
Long.
This is a little sus. Maybe I want to fight Cave here. Holy slammed. Yo, well played from him. One
One
is
going ramp.
top B, yeah. Wow. He just destroyed me, huh? It's just a pre-fire. Well played. Check him PC. Check him ass. Let's see. What do we want to do here? AK on the ground, we could take it. Maybe let someone else take it because I can still buy nades and a Galil. Probably is better for the team if I do that. But if nobody else is going to take it... Okay, it's gone. Fine with me. Let's throw Insta House for our team. A team player, what can I say? What's up, Sefley? We'll come over here and we're just gonna molly the jump up for our team. Maybe make it a little awkward. Somebody could jump up, maybe. I
Two
don't
off B, long short, both
Two
off.
up. Baited in towards A main. I'm a little sussed out about somebody pushing off of this. Classic ancient permanent A player. Means mid is weak always. It also means B is weak. If they're double lopping, we should just rush it next round. They just smoked mid. Careful. He smoked that probably from house, so there's a good chance I'm going to have a timing coming through here. Oh, he didn't smoke it from house. They were in a weird setup. I probably could have killed both of them if I went out the left side there. If they're double upping, we should just rush. I'll buy flashes. We could just go Glocks this round. We probably win, honestly. We get both of the ops and
I'll
straight up win.
long smoke.
Wanna
Sure.
go A?
No, maybe just go up B.
Alright.
they're both ops for B, right? So we overwhelm them with the Glocks. If we just get owned by Util, that's unlucky. I mean, it's anti-eco. Like, most likely they're gonna molly and they're gonna nade, so it's fine. Man. Yeah, the double ops. He missed the lurk smoke. Maybe we throw it. I just want to make their ops uncomfortable. I think going cave is good. I think going mid is good. They have a permanent A player. B splits will be hard, but I just working like through cave. He can't contest cave. Definitely some real options here. It can be kind of suffocating if you let the ops like just farm you, but like there's so much we can do to stop the ops from getting kills, especially if they're just going to be doubled up B. So what I would say is like he has a good idea to throw the lurk smoke, so let's just throw the lurk smoke at B to make him uncomfortable, and we should just try to walk A. I think this guy that's permanently playing A is going to get bored really soon. Or he's going to be offing. He switched it. He's offing A now. He just owned me again. Shooter, thank you for the prime. Appreciate you.
One more mid.
Must have had a spawn. I wonder if that means that he swapped him completely or if there's only one B this round. We got a couple of unfortunate deaths this half, but we're still like completely fine. I think this is like the point in the game where a lot of people would just get frustrated. Like, we're not having the best performance 4 and 5. It's very similar to that first game we played on Overpass, where I wasn't doing good. But I think frustration is kind of what starts you. Like, it guarantees that you lose. Like, if you get tilted here, it just guarantees that you have no chance of winning. So for me, like, what I'm worried about is like, I got destroyed with the 1 dig that 1 round. This round he got the opening pick on me. That was a nice shot. Oh well, you know.
CT.
They're not going to keep hitting nice shots. And if they do, they're going to win. And then that's okay. But they're probably not going to keep hitting shots like that. So we'll just keep playing our game. This guy just also aced, which helps a lot. Yo, stick around, bro. That also helps. Well, we'll have to check him for cheats here. I don't think he's cheating. I think he's just good.
You want up?
He is 2,800 elo on Face It. Nah. Can you drop me, Cloudy? Alright, start with the Molly ramp. Maybe we actually don't want to do that.
Yeah,
Let's Molly
I got
cave.
boost.
Two mid,
Do we
two mid,
sneak
two
in the
mid.
cave here?
Flagging wall.
Yeah. Flashed off the wall. There's only 2 here. Probably Opper. Maybe we pre-aim him. Maybe we just die here. 4.
Behind us.
Ramp.
I know I heard him CT. Whatever. If he's A, he's the GOAT, actually. I'd be surprised if he read that. Possible, though.
Good shit.
I respect that, but if he's going to stick it, he needs to stay on the far side. Make it harder for me. Since when have you streamed on YouTube? We've been doing that for a while now. I'll Smokehouse. We got the extra nade as well. Maybe with the op, we can go for more of a pick here. Maybe we can just stop the jump up. Maybe we can do anything. Maybe we'll throw brawl in, I suppose. Any of these are good. Teammate gets to pick in mid. They just killed everybody. That's nice. Let's just immediately post up. House smoke is there because I do it. Post up for him. Nobody's home. Oh, somebody's home.
I'm in donut.
Oh, he's feeling himself now.
Red.
Red donut.
Oh.
Okay. Alright. That was pretty fucking sick. Okay.
Can I have vehicle?
Thank you, brother.
I don't actually know Ben. Probably not. Yes, Lord. All the insta smokes are plus W. Don't want to throw that.
I'm so
Worried about a jump up here. Worried about him walking through the ramp smoke. Maybe I'm more worried about that. Careful bottom ramp. Flashing over cave. And again. Jump up.
right side. Long.
Ah, got me. One flanking cave.
Activating the bomb. Bomb has been planted. Grenade out.
Holy nade stack! Holy triple!
I'm throwing fire.
Yo. This guy spams the wall, he kills both.
Terrorists win. We cannot be killed.
It was a tough round.
Let's go, fellas.
Probably didn't need to go back in for that fight. It's objectively a bad angle for me on the op, but probably okay. No cheaters in this game, which is nice. I suppose if I've been opping, I could probably just play op rolls. I suppose if I've been opping, maybe I triple B in this round. No one checking cave. That'd be because the guy is full sprinting bottom ramp. I don't know if that doesn't pick up on stream.
Shelf.
Maybe mid split here. You don't need to worry too much. It should be
One more
both, right?
mid. Going elbow.
Hmm. Yeah, but Ben, I don't want to be like killing. I don't want to kill like the my performance either. You know. Maybe though. Maybe. You play mid this game? Sure, but I hate mid, so not really something I want to do. But I mean, I'm down. I guess we could probably pull it off. Sure. I'll do it this time. Just this once for you.
Can I have HE by any chance?
Unless my teammates are going. I'm still playing the op role, so I'm going to smoke for them. Let me just kind of investigate where my teammates are going first. One mid. Yeah, I'll go. Fine. Alright. So, early missed smoke from us. We hold with our teammate here. Now we probably just back up. Could run out A.
Coming A.
But yeah, a little concerned about that. Probably get here just in
on that.
time. We need someone else to throw the smoke for us. Like if I have to throw the smoke, I can't play down mid like I'm supposed to. That's what I'm a little concerned about. Any mid smokers?
I smoke.
Okay. Okay, so if he's gonna smoke mid, then I'll just molly down and we'll just go. So we'll just play like the donk play is what I would call it. So he's got the molly, so we'll just HE. And then he's gonna jump the donut here, and I'm ready to just counter flash. My teammate's up, we're good. We're just gonna play counter flash here. Care for the walkthrough. We're good. One shelf. Actually in a really terrible spot because my teammate left, so that's fine. That's one of the things you have to be careful of. Is it's okay to play back. We're back in time. We can flash above our teammates when it's time. We're already dead. Ow. That was a sick. That was sick. Killer. I tried to throw the running ramp molly, but I threw it from so close that it boomed at the bottom of the ramp. Aga. Unlucky. I tried to make it work. If he's gonna smoke mid, then we'll just try to play down again. We have a better spawn, so we'll probably be in front of our teammate. You sound low-key a bit under the weather. No? No, I switched my mic out, or I switched out my sound system, so my mic sounds a little bit different than it used to, but it's probably fine. Holy shit, they know that? Yeah, we need another person to play mid with us. It went out mid.
It was fine, but
Yeah, so if I'm alone, I need to just dump donut. Playing down like that
More
is just,
cave.
I'm asking to die.
Inside cave, still cave, still cave.
Yo, did you see how fast he threw that molly? He insta-ripped that. Also, that's not the right timing for that. Holy shit. Maybe as your tongue sound a bit down. I don't know. You back home? Yeah, I'm back home. The streamer house was only for 3 weeks. Gun on the ground, we'll take it. So because we died last round, they might feel more comfortable to come out fast mid. I don't blame them. I played it like a fucking moron. So this round we'll just play right, like donk. Yeah, I don't play a lot of mid. It's not a spot that I enjoy that much, so we'll just throw the molly and then we'll throw the flash off the wall when they come out. One mid. Now we're playing more realistic here. Actually gonna drop this. A lot of people have been throwing that nade at the major. Drop another re-smoke on. That's not good. This is why I hate mid.
Two ramp.
Okay.
hold on site.
I gave it a good try. Nice try, nice try. I said that to myself, but I was reading chat. Yeah, no, my voice is cooked after that first guy to solo kill. I feel it. You were in the streamer house with Dima? Yeah. I was in a couple of his videos while I was there too. On elbow. I don't want to bait, but also, like, I have no chance with the 5-7 in mid. 3 mid. Coming donut.
Damn.
This gun is so fucking broken. This gun needs a nerf, dude. I don't even understand what that is. The gun actually just is so broken, dude. Back-to-back highlights for the boys. The 5-7's broken. That's how you know it's bad. I didn't even get excited that I hit that clip. I just said instantly this gun is broken. It needs nerfed. Actually so bad. Anyway, let's try a different play in mid. Let's try just jumping towards the cubby here. I'm probably still dead. Yeah. I just, every time I come mid, I feel like I'm always dying to something like that. I can't, there's just no amount of safety. We just gotta stay house and play standard.
Ramp one.
I think that there's something missing from the mid arsenal. Yeah, don't play mid. I mean, we're gonna lose the game if I play mid because I'm just instantly dying every round. Like I have 2 gun rounds just straight up full died at the beginning of the round. Like I don't know how to play this part of the map. You know, I like it's funny. I've been a career long B player ever since Ancient was in the game. I've always just played B. But yeah, I'm feeding now. Yeah. Let's see. So yeah, we'll win the game now. It's no big deal. I just can't play there. Maybe we'll go up on A this time. Pros sometimes give up mid. Oh, I'm aware. I understand, right? But like for me, I selfishly want to practice playing mid because, I mean, I'm not good at it, but I think there needs to be some more coordination, like
Out mid.
teammates and everything.
Davis hit with Mag 7.
Donut. And donut. Coming in.
One mid.
Temple one. Planter and donut. Yo, there's no way if I didn't drop off you get the 5th. Bro, yeah, man, probably. Probably. My teammates also lost we lost a 1v4 after that as well. I mean, dude, I didn't know they were all 5 donut. Have you ever seen anything like that before on a gun round? The T's are 5 deep mid coming donut? I haven't seen anything like that. I didn't expect the 5th to be there. Alright. We'll win the game now. Unless I just miss kills, then unlucky. Yeah, that guy won a 1v4, which, you know, you'll have that, I suppose. So, with the op, we'll get an HE. I'm just going to stay in house and break the smoke. If I get insta-killed, unlucky. What do you do for a living? I see your title, I was wondering. I'm a streamer, YouTuber. My day on, or my title on Twitch is finally a day off, and I met from the major, like the major watch parties.
Cave, I think.
I'm just gonna flash over. They're coming out A, unlucky. Killer. Stairs. Up ramp, top ramp. Yo. Ain't no motherfucking way. He just owned me, man. Damn. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I think I trolled this game for us. Those 2 gun rounds that I gave over really fucked us. Can't lie. Damn. No, this is actually all my fault. Damn. That's all good. See if we can make up for it now. I just don't want to run. Could be one bottom ramp. Okay. Despawn. Okay. No way, bro. Oh, I'm trolling. There's a guy that you're telling me we have bomb. There's a guy out A, and this guy's still holding the ramp push. What a legend! I can't believe it. They fixed a pixel on that angle. Maybe. I don't know which one you're talking about. No way.
Michael!
Yeah, I don't know how he won that.
Wasn't
Good job, man.
scary.
Nah, I wasn't worried
Bro,
at all.
my screen just turned off.
You didn't need it, bro. Can you drop one? Alright, let's just play B and close this game out. I don't want to troll any more rounds. Let them play mid. I'm actually just dog shit at mid. Like, you don't understand. Like, I actually can't play the spot. Well, I think maybe you do understand, actually.
One in cave.
In cave? No shit, huh? This is actually insane. Something mid. Flash mid. Where is he?
One
I can
up
flash
ramp.
ramp soon. I'm gonna flash ramp, you ready? Flashing. Boom.
2 ramp.
This is not good. Yeah, dude, like... Oh! I mean, I can't do anything. I committed way too hard. Yeah, I'm trolling. The guy was already right side cave as well. This is looking like overtime. How would I come back in this game?
Yeah, I could trade.
Yo, Austin, your community is fuck ass. I'm out of here. What did I miss? What did you guys do? All right. All right. Okay.
I think he was A.
Left instantly?
Mid.
Oh.
GG.
I don't know. I don't know the stats. I don't know. That was weird. I don't think he's cheating. I don't think he's cheating. Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. Hold on. What did he say? You shoot from there, then stand still. LOL. Yeah, man. The first bullets in at the edge of the smoke. Crazy guess. Just a crazy guess, actually. I didn't say he was cheating. I just said that was crazy. That was all. Bang. Yeah, the 5.7 needs a nerf. I think that's kind of where I'm at with that. Gold. Hold on, let me see. All right. How would you nerf it then? I don't know. It shouldn't have that many bullets, but then again, it wouldn't have changed what happened to me. So, I don't know. Oh yeah, we hit 30K again. So that's cool. I'm not even trying to downplay it. I know a lot of people are trying to hit 30K and all that, but like, I the only time I lose 30K is because of rank decay, like straight up. I just don't play. Like we record a couple of episodes of Guide to Solo Queue, and then I just don't play for like a week. Do you use Diac? No. I don't. I don't. You don't play Face It. Yep, never. Not even a little bit. I play Face It all the time, my friend. We just do Premiere for the days when I have no delay. Somebody asked me about Premiere Elo or Face It Elo. Here you go. Hold on, I'm looking at something in the other monitor right now. Right now, what I'm looking at is actually new songs to put on my playlist. Dude, this is no shot I got the same song twice. We need help, bro. Yo, where are the bangers at? Nice flex. Bro, no, I'm not. No, I'm not trying to flex. I'm just showing. I'm just showing. It's personal preference hype. I can't even give you advice on that. Why don't you do Face It live match? I do. Bro, dude, literally the last stream that we did where we were playing games, bro, I was ripping Face It pugs. Look at this. Look at how many pugs we played in this stretch of time. These were all on stream. You can go watch all of these games. They're all on the past VODs, all of them. If you missed them. We've just been watching the major. And when we watch the major, we watch a ton of CS, and we don't play a ton of CS during this time. SteamDB changes? You got me fucked up. Are you telling the truth? Hold on, let me check. Is there an update today? Surely they don't update the armory today. Probably not, right? I'll keep an eye on it. Check Arrow's stream to see if he's spamming and hyperventilating. Good question. That's a good meta.
Sharon.
Hey.
It's so random. It's like they go between
Are we getting
different things.
An update
At
or
one
not?
point, it was MP9s. If y'all remember
He's
that,
pretty
like
calm
the
right
MP9
now, so we're
Hydra
probably good.
went to like $600 or $700. It exploded crazily up.
YouTube chat, can you hear Arrow?
And now it kind of seems like they're doing op skins. Since the last month, the op Acheron has gone up from 15
Yes?
bucks
Okay.
to about $40. We just saw it with the op exoskeleton.
Oh no, you're right, DMCA. Oh my god damn it. Dude. You're actually right, bro. You're actually right. Oh my god, dude. I didn't even... It's too short to catch it? No, it's not true, man. I've gotten DMCA'd on YouTube. I've gotten DMCA'd on YouTube for a music kit. Bro, literally the Denzel Curry music kit got me DMCA'd once. Injury. Thank you for the 36 months. That's 3 years. Thank you, bro. Channel gone? No, I won't get the channel gone. It does... That's not the... It just... You're not supposed to do that. Like, it's gonna put a shit on my... It's gonna put some shit on my channel, and I don't want to deal with it, but it's fine. I'll be okay. I'm not going to get a strike. That's just annoying. All good. Bro, you know what I don't like? Bro, literally, I get so few messages on my phone that my phone goes off first time in the last 2 hours. And it's this. It's literally, let me read this to you. This is some real shit right here. It's a notification from Twitter that just says, reach over 100,000 users. Click here to boost your latest post. Really? Like, I'm getting ads? Like, that's the most recent... No way, man. Like, no way. All right, let's go one more. Today's going to be a chill stream. I don't want to stream for that long because I do have to wake up. I'm going to be live in 12 hours. I have to be live in 12 hours from now, so I don't want to be up too late. So we'll just do one more. Holy storm. Jesus. Dude, I was wondering what the fuck I was hearing outside. Yo, look at the storm right now outside, bro. Well, I guess I'm not going to show you where I live. Just look at the fucking weather radar over Chicago right now. Holy fuck. Dude. Holy shit. I would just show you, but I'm worried it's going to show my pin on where I'm at, and I'd rather not deal with that. There's tornado warnings? Really? Should I be not live right now? Let me see. Severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm warning. No, nor tornado warning where I'm at. It's probably fine. The size of Illinois. Yeah, I know, right? Crazy storm. So I need you to put bait in Legacy 03. Apex confirmed they did terrible in practice. I went 41 against them playing Hearthstone. Wait, I did put bait in Legacy at 03, didn't I? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should just end stream. Maybe I should end stream. My mom just messaged me as well, and she said that there's something in the yard that she wants me and my brother to go get so it doesn't blow away. Maybe I should batten down the hatches. Think maybe I should? Could play Counter-Strike. I don't know. What do we think? Family first? It's not... Okay, bro. We're fine. we're completely fine. But I should definitely do what my mom told me to do. CS to survive. Bro, there's not going to be a tornado that takes my house out. Alright, fine. Fuck it. Whatever. Short stream. Sorry, guys. I'll do what I was told. If there's an update, I'll go live even if it's a tornado outside. I need to be there for that content. First time I catch you live and you go off, it's okay. I'll be live tomorrow all day for the major, but only on Twitch. For YouTube guys, like I can't stream the major on YouTube, otherwise I would. I promise. There's a guide to solo queue that was recorded on the YouTube stream today. If you want to go back and watch it, it was the first game of Overpass. Let me find somebody to raid for you guys. But before I do, let me actually just say some things really quick. Guys, first of all, thank you all, especially to Mr. Jacob today. Jacob, he dropped in the $300 of super chat on YouTube. Holy shit, man. Thank you, bro. Like, genuinely, thank you. That's insane. I can't believe it, bro. I genuinely can't believe it, bro. And we also got hella other super chats. I can't see all of them. I don't know where to see the history, but everybody who donated to the stream on YouTube today, thank you. Like, actually, thank you. You don't need to do that, bro. Like, all of my content is free on YouTube. The reason why it's free is because of Skins Monkey that you see all the time. The Skins Monkey ad, yeah, people make fun of you. That's why we get to keep the content free. So you guys don't need to pay anything, okay? I appreciate that, though. Genuinely, I appreciate all of you guys. For the people on Twitch, we got a lot of gifted as well today. You guys were actually like tag teaming my ass. I couldn't believe that. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for coming out today. As soon as the major is over, I'm going to be back to grinding Face It streams. We'll do more guide to solo queue. I'm also toying with the idea. I don't know. I still have a big decision to make. After the major is when I decide if I'm going to play on a team or if I'm going to call it quits for a long time. I still haven't fully decided, but I'm still toying with the idea of some potential team stuff that I can do. But there'll be a lot of Counter-Strike on my channel, whether it's informational guide to solo queue or live streams or whatever it may be. I just am really thankful that you guys are out here today. Yeah, I'm gonna go do what my mom told me to do, so that way we don't lose stuff in our yard. That'd be kind of sad, wouldn't it? I mean, it's pretty rough outside. It's fine. All right. Well, I suppose we'll make up for it. Let's raid into who's live. I guess we could raid Arrow. Let's just raid into Marco. Polo is live. He's also somebody that does a lot of teaching stuff. YouTube, I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Much love, YouTube. I appreciate you guys. If you're a VOD watcher, make sure you guys like it and comment as well for the algorithm boost. Thank you, guys.